Won't be right. I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in a moment, baby. Who knew that devil be gorgeous, baby? Can't show no love to the heartless, baby. I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in a moment, baby. Who knew shit would be this crazy? I wanna pray, but he won't save me. I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in a moment, baby. Who knew that devil be gorgeous, baby? Can't show no love to the heartless, baby. I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in a moment, baby. Who knew shit would be this crazy? I wanna pray, but he won't save me. From the low end, baby. Lights so hot, we can hear the sound. We so used to someone dying. Funerals got people lying. Where you when people whining, tears dry, what you crying? I hear you scream inside. I got demons and they smelling. Yeah, I know, but I can't go. Where were you when people left me all alone? I can trust a nigga or a bitch at all. Man, you should've known. Yeah, you should've known. I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in a moment, baby. Who knew that devil be gorgeous, baby? Can't show no love to the heartless, baby. I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in a moment, baby. Who knew shit would be this crazy? I wanna pray, but he won't save me. I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in a moment, baby. Who knew that devil be gorgeous, baby? Can't show no love to the heartless, baby. I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone. Talk TV live. Round table in the building. Pretty Nerd Nisha. Alana. Before we get into that, do apologize. Unmute yourself, panel. My fault.
Ooh, am I unmuted?
Yeah,
Talk
you good.
TV live. Talk TV live. What's good?
Talk. We back for another
Talk TV live.
What's going on, Talk?
I'm your host, Fella T.
And I am Pretty Nerd Nisha.
And everybody know me is Lena.
Let's get it, Lena. All right, we here today. Do a round table discussion like we do every week. I want to start this one off a little bit different. Nisha, you want to kick it off? Unplug the book and read us a poem out of it, if possible.
Absolutely. First and foremost, for those of you who are new to the podcast, if this is your very first time being here ever, the first thing you want to do is exit out of that live chat, go to where that little bell is underneath your screen, and tap subscribe, and make sure your bell is set to all, so that you are notified each and every time that Talk TV goes live with new content. The second thing you want to do is click that share, so that everybody that's around you has the opportunity to be in tune with what you are in tune with, which is Black culture on all aspects and all levels of the playing field. You want to be in tune with Black business owners. You want to be in tune with Black authors. You want to be in tune with Black entertainers. You want to be in tune. And because you want to be in tune, everybody should be in tune. Make sure you hit that share. The third thing you need to make sure that you do is comment. Interact with us, baby. We want to know that you're here. We want to see you. We need a little smiley face, a little wave, some. Put that in the chat. It is very welcome. And here we are with Talk TV Live. So I'm going to kick everything off. For those of you who have not already purchased the book, Buried in Me, a poetry collection. You can find this on both Amazon and Kindle. Get them on both platforms. You want to be able to read the book when you're out, and then you want to be able to read the book when you're at home. You want a physical copy, you want your digital copy. Get them both. They're affordable. Before we started this particular live, we were having a bit of maybe I'm a pub it. We're gonna pub it. Before we actually live, we were having a deep discussion about emotional connection, particularly between African American women or women of color, however you choose to identify with us. We were having a discussion about grief. So I'm going to kick off the episode with a poem from my book, and it's called Escape Room. And we'll start from there. I want to be free, but somehow I'm trapped inside of me. No, I don't like the reflection inside of my body. My soul is often bare. Nakedness I stare. To my childhood I compare. Every wrinkle, stretch mark, and gray hair. I see hurt and I see despair. I also see something not so clear. I'm too far from it to view it, but I can see its silhouette. Without hindrance to sight, I also see my own regrets. I see every flaw and every wound, and those that are openest, well, I see the rawest flesh. I no longer see a woman to caress. I used to see and hold on to my own innocence. I used to think I can get a sense of who I am, all of this grievance. And I guess you can say I did. I don't really like this chick. Neat dimples, cute smile. I'm like, damn, who is? Why am I being constantly told I'm beautiful because what I'm looking at doesn't quite fit? Then she opened her eyes and they're worried because she lost her sight when she lost her son. I called her name, but she couldn't hear. She had a grip on the wheel, but couldn't steer. Lighted the fuck up, and she was so lost in feeling fear. Dried up and hidden away their countless tears. Unspoken, the unbelief from silent years, shame, self-doubt, manipulation, they're all here. The nightmares, the suffocation, they rip, they tear. Anxiety is so debilitating, I can't help but feel scared. But I've got greatness to do. People that I've helped care. I've got a message and a story, and I'm stuck, unaware. So many desires and motives and dreams, yet I'm paralyzed. This is unfair. I need help to escape because I'm locked here, unprepared. That's it.
Yes. Yes. Come through, sis.
I'm rocking with that. Misconception.
Misconception. Welcome to the
I
panel.
was just gonna say, hey, misconception.
It's all good. Go ahead. Finish what you move. Go ahead.
So that particular poem basically describes where I was at a time when I lost my son to SIDS. So there's no particular happy ending to that poem. It's an open ending to that poem because I was unprepared for what I was facing. I was completely and totally unprepared for that type of trauma. But if you continue on the book, then you will see that there are a lot of different happy endings, a lot of awarenesses that were grasped, and I'm at a much better place, and I'm in a position to be able to take my testimony and use it for the greater good.
That's right. That's what you're supposed to do. Turn your what you're going through into a lesson, and then learn that lesson, and then go out and teach that lesson. Yeah, so other people can, at least get help through what they're going through. Because if it weren't for people who didn't go through, or people who hadn't gone through what I went through, I probably wouldn't gotten over what I've been through. And I know, I don't know, what I'm saying, what it is to lose a child. That's something that I pray that I don't know what that feels like. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we want our kids to bury us. We don't want, us burying our kids. So that's just something that's just, whew. To me, that's a whole new type of grief right there.
It's they say the 3 greatest griefs in your life will be burying your spouse, burying your child, and burying a parent.
Yeah.
So I hear that those are the 3 greatest griefs that you would ever have to face in a lifetime. I am by no means over what has happened, but I have been able to grow from it. And I would prefer to be a light in people's lives as opposed to getting the comfort in grief and comfort and moping. I don't want to ever tell somebody it's okay to be depressed.
Right, but see, my thing is this: if you can break down grief, and if you can see it in a different perspective, then it wouldn't be so hard to get through. Like we all know that death is gonna come. You know what I'm saying? So we already know that. We're already prepared. We already, you know what I'm saying? You live to die, you gotta live. Okay. That's the inevitable. You can't buy your way out. You can't run your way out. So if you know that, but then you also have to be comfortable with, okay, well, what's after that? And everybody has their own perspective of, okay, I might be turned into a tree, you know, I'm gonna be walking around, you know, I'm gonna be a ghost, or I'm gonna be a spirit, I'm gonna be an angel, you know, whatever you feel, because there is no right or wrong answer. No one has ever died and been like, man, whew, let me tell y'all what just happened. It's impossible. So I can't tell you what it is to die. You get what I'm saying? But if you look at it in a understanding way, like, it doesn't have to always be a sad thing. You know, that's just a transition that we all gonna have to go through. So, you know, that's what's helped me get through grief. It's not looking at it as a bad thing, but looking at it as the next phase of what's next. What's, you know,
what does that look like? Because I think a lot of people grieve
you're embryo in someone's stomach. Then you become a human. You know, you pushed out, you're a human. I have breath in my body. Now I'm into my next phase of life as a kid, and my next phase of life as a teenager, my next phase of life as an adult. You know what I'm saying? And then you get older. You're older adult. Then you get old. Hopefully we're blessed to even see the stage of old, because, you know, our generation, we're dying so young. You know, I'd be like, man, I ain't gonna say I can't wait to get old, but I hope I'm blessed to see old. You know, that's a blessing to be 80 and see it.
Right.
After that, my next phase is to become an ancestor.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So if people can accept that, it won't be so scary. Grief won't be so hard. And that's how I've gotten over grief. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to get, you know, you're not going to ever forget it. Like you said, you would never forget that. That's just, you know, that's part of your journey. That's part of your life. That's your story now. That's a part of your story, your book on this earth. So, you know,
I wanted to ask y'all a question.
And you put that as a scar. You know, scars are those are our stories. But we've made it into tattoos. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you being so honest and so vulnerable, because people don't want to talk about things that are taboo. They don't want to talk about death. They don't want to talk about sex. And they don't want to talk about the truth. You know, those things are so taboo. People be like, "Oh, it's okay." That's just a part of life. But you know,
absolutely, and I find that part of healing comes from somebody to understand you, even if it's just one person, whether it's your pastor, your elder, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, whoever it is. Part of healing comes from knowing that you're not alone. And it takes somebody's bravery to be able to say, you know what? I was broken before. I was bit before. I was ailed before in a way that is not particularly normal. And if I don't share this with somebody else that's going through this ailment is not going to be able to make it because they feel like they're the only ones going through it.
Right.
So I find that a lot of healing comes from finding people.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's why we have so many suicides, you know.
Fella, you said you had a question for us.
No, yeah, I just wanted to ask y'all, what is that?
That I was getting to that because there's
what does grieving look like, and what is the process of getting through grieving, or do you ever stop grieving?
Grieving
to me is just an on and off thing. Like
you
can grieve happily. A grief is something that you express about somebody dying. Like, you know what I like? Hawaiian. You ever watch somebody, I ain't gonna say a funeral, like a Hawaiian funeral? Google Hawaiian funeral. When somebody died, they be like, hurrah, 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 you know what I'm saying? That's how they grieve. They yell. You know what I'm saying? We cry. Some people might do a fire sign. Some people might go get a tattoo. Some people might, every on their birthday, we're gonna cook sweet potato pie. That's how you get over it, is by acknowledging them and keeping them alive in your life. That's how you get through that, because that hurt will never go away. It won't go away. That's a scar. Scar never goes away. But how you carry that scar, how you carry that badge, that's what's gonna get you through that. You know what I'm saying? And if you honor them, like, hey, I'm honoring them by showing y'all, like the slaves do. They showed us how great we are because they showed those scars. Somebody took a picture of that man's back. And that's how we today can be like, dang, if they can take 100 slashes, I know we straight. I know we strong. I know we great. We're that. And that's how you get over your, the process through that. Honor them. Keep that alive. It's gonna make you feel happy. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, man, I appreciate that. That's, not letting them die. That's what I'm afraid of when I die. Is somebody not remembering me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that I will always, I'll be like, oh,
I feel that.
Like I ride past the the grave site where my baby daddy is, and I might honk the horn. And I know people be like, what is wrong with her? Everybody going, it's not even about you. I just want to keep him, you know what I'm saying? Hey, boo, I'm thinking about you.
Is that part of your grieving process? Doing that?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to her?
No,
I was talking to Lana. Is that part of your grieving process? Even just going by, still acknowledging.
Yeah.
That's you mean.
That's how I get through things.
Keeping it alive. Yeah, okay.
Keeping it alive, like your grandmama. Your mom, like her son. You're gonna always remember your son. You might even throw some balloons on his birthday or her birthday, or your child.
I'm with that.
And that helps you get through that sad.
Unfortunately, I have Irish twins. For those of you who don't know what an Irish twin is, Irish twins are babies that are born within a year of each other.
Yeah.
Within 12 months of each other. So my the son that was born directly above my baby, his birthday is literally, like, quite literally less than a week from his brother's birthday. Like, so much so to the point that they were born on each other's due dates.
Oh my goodness.
They were literally born on each other's due dates. Brian was due January 1st, and BJ was born January 30th. BJ was February 4th. and he was born January 30th. So I don't
January
have
who?
the luxury of separating. January 30th.
Okay, I'm January 13th. Okay. We're in the same month, but okay.
Yes. So unfortunately, I have to attach the celebration of one child's life to the ending of another. Within less than 7 days, I have to celebrate both life and death.
Well, I
And
can
there
say
is no
you
way
are so
around
strong.
It's like I'm working on it. It's stress. I don't want to give anybody any false hopes or false sense of making it through grief. It is an everyday process. It is a day by day process.
Yeah.
You are easily triggered, especially if you have other children to raise behind something like that. You don't really get the chance to grieve because you still have to be a mother.
Mm-hmm.
You still have to comfort the children that are left behind. You still have to teach. You still have to prepare them for the world
But
that's
do you
ahead of
see?
them,
But do
regardless of
you see
what you're
how
going
great
through.
you are, though? Do you see what you do? Did you just hear what you just said? And you're still able to do your
Mm-hmm.
everyday tasks, lift your head up, and still be here and live for not just yourself, but for
I'm
for your
working on
other people. You know what I'm saying?
it
Like that,
for the other ones
that
that's
goes
left
back to
behind.
what I was saying Friday. I mean, or when I was on Talk Live. Do you see how great Black women are? Do you see how much we go through? That's why I say we are magnificent goddesses upon this earth. You can't tell me we not. You can't tell me you not.
Now I'm appalled, you sister.
Church.
I'm appalled, you sister. Before you get into that, because I just seen who popped into the panel. So before we delve further into that particular subject, I want to say hello to Misconception and say hello to Mr. Witt, who is patiently sitting on our panel, just respecting
Right. Oh
our
my goodness,
opinion.
I'm so sorry.
So
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah.
lovely.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We
Mom, man.
appreciate it so much.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Hey, I'm listening to the sister speak. Once you guys finish, I have some questions for you. This is the round table. So instead of the purpose of this show today is to give y'all a voice. Speak on things that most men don't even have the time or want to understand. And that way it'll get across to the point where it's not just a disrespecting thing because we're understanding. So it's more than one sister on here giving their point of view. So basically, with understanding it becomes a unity. So that's what this show is for. So I got some questions. I ain't gonna jump in and take over, right? Because you
no,
know how I
go
do
ahead.
this.
This sounds so good. This about to get
So
Look,
basically,
I will piggyback off of what you said because with great power comes great. I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said, Miss. This panel has a great responsibility to it because of the power that it has, because of
exactly.
the reaches that it has, because of the amount of people that watch and rewatch and rewatch. So with great power comes great responsibility, and I don't feel like it's a bashing necessarily. I feel like there's a judgment, and I do feel like that judgment is
I don't like that.
rightfully so. I do feel like there's perception that has been put
I
out
don't
about
like
Black
it.
women that
You put
needs
that
to be
cheese up for me?
addressed. I don't
Refrigerator?
feel like that perception comes from nowhere. I don't feel like it comes from nowhere. So I do want to address that before we get into the deep depths of the conversation and addressing the fact that the way men feel comes from a valid place. But I also want to include that the fact that where women come from and where we have come from comes from a valid place. A lot of the things that men dislike about what women are doing come as a development and an evolvement from what has been going on. That women have a sense of survival the same way that men have a sense of survival. A lot of things that go on that the men don't like are coming from a place that men forced women to be into for them to survive emotionally and mentally through what we were going through.
I'm with you.
I'm rocking with.
But, first of all, before I even continue, I just want to know everybody's name. You know, before I
if you would have
start asking questions,
you would have got that, because we do that at the beginning of the show, of every show.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to be daddy and do this podcast.
I know.
Is that a bit of shade?
I'm your host.
That sounds like a bit of shade I detect there.
You know, I'm daddy daycare today.
Oh, okay.
I need to go put my watch on because you was
I'm giving you a round of applause, daddy daycare. I'm giving you a round of applause because it ain't for the weak.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. There's only one left woke. Everybody else, I done hit them with the old school bath and put them on the floor. I'm gonna give all you women this tip right now because I done figured it out.
They bucking on the bath. That was like, oh, we had some good barbecue. Oh,
Hands and beds.
Good sun. Oh, we bucking. It's summertime. Get out of here.
Nah, look, this how you do it, right? You put them in the room with a TV. You don't give them nothing sugary, but nice little fruit snack is cool. Now, put them on the floor with 3 covers. Got to be cushioned. Don't put them in the bed because they're going to fight to the end to stay up. This is what you do. Give them their favorite show. Check the time on the show. Check the time on the show. Make sure that shit about an hour. Put Rio on or something. But this the trick. Don't give them no pillow.
So you can't be too comfortable. Like you be comfortable.
No, check it out.
Rio was an hour 45, brother. Rio was an hour 45.
You gotta. The reason why you don't give them a pillow because it's 3 stages. Their head gonna end up being in their palm, and their elbow gonna be on the floor. And once they turn their head to the side, you got their head. They going straight to sleep. Now, just don't make no noise in the front. Don't make no noise in the front.
Arms and pillows on.
He's 5.
Arms and cousins.
So he ain't doing that. Then he asking questions. So, Mom, why you think? I don't know about Dino Dan. I don't know why the dinosaur's name Indoraptor. You know, I don't know.
See, that's where that big bowl of popcorn come in. You gonna have to do some cleaning up, but take it back to when we was little. Get the biggest Tupperware bowl and make sure everybody feel like they got more than enough. That's gonna shut their ass up.
Man, the only time he's quiet.
I'm not cleaning that shit up.
I don't mind cleaning. I don't mind cleaning it up because I already know. But back to
hell to the no.
She said it.
No. Listen. You know what I do? Let me tell you how real rundown.
I look at it this way, man. It's better a broom than a belt.
Yeah.
Real mother of 5.
But look, all jokes aside, I'm gonna ask you,
mother of 5, no belt.
Oh yeah, hit it with the bell again, man.
No, I got the trick. I got the trick for unruly kids at the middle of at nighttime. Summer nights of all nights. Okay, this is what you do. First things first, you fill them up early. No later than 7 o'clock. They need to be eating dinner. Full dinner. Dinner till they full. They need vegetables. They need starch. They need carbs. They need protein. Full meal. Do not McDonald's your motherfucking kids. They will not go to sleep. Like, them nuggets ain't gonna cut.
He be like, Mama, what a crab leg? You got some crab legs?
Hello, baby. Hello. The nuggets ain't gonna cut. I need to put that on the shirt somewhere. The Nuggets ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, my son be looking at them like, Mama,
Nuggets
we got
ain't gonna
chemicals in
cut it.
there.
Okay.
If I see somebody else get their kids some goddamn noodles,
Hello.
it's gonna be a problem.
Wait a minute now. My son love noodles now.
It ain't gonna work. Okay. So that's number one.
Oh, he'll noodle
Yeah.
crazy. He be like, Mom, let me just get some
It's
noodles.
steps to this. It's levels to this shit. It's levels to this shit. Okay.
And when I
Preach.
ain't
So
feeling like cooking, guess
you
what he gonna
start
get?
with the
Noodles
full meal.
with some cut up broccoli. And I might even cut up some chicken, make it to some pasta.
As that
You know, I know how
noodles
to
with the
razzle dazzle
fresh
those noodles.
vegetables and chicken
Turn it
chunks.
into a ramen pasta.
Hello.
I hear you.
You better stop playing like your mama
Chicken
ain't gave
breast.
you no goulash.
Raw
Mama, what is
chicken
You
this?
say what you say? Some goulash?
You right. So whatever the fuck we got all mixed together, and you gonna
Oh
eat it
yeah.
and enjoy
Mama
it
feed the house with $10 in the dream. It's nothing.
with a slice
But
of bread and some
Hello.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
you feel me? But I want to ask you, sister, something, right?
Okay.
Now, this is the first point. What would you like to be? I mean, what would you feel is suitable far as describing you? Whether it be a term or whatever you feel in your heart, you know who you are. But what would you like to be if you had a chance to make everybody call you a certain thing? What would you choose?
Who you want to answer that first? Lana or Pretty Nerd?
I'll say pretty nerd because her shit is finna be descriptive, and then we gonna work on sister because I won't get her. Go on, get it out. Breathe. And hey, fella, be ready with the bill.
You already know. Okay. Actually, I'm not going to be too descriptive. I think the title that I give myself is going to be very self-explanatory. If I would want for somebody to describe me personally, my title is the mother of nations.
Elaborate.
Wait, hold on.
I'm the mother
Say that one
of many
more time.
nations.
Say it one more time because you keep breaking up.
If
Yeah,
I
keep
was
breaking.
right, okay, I got y'all. If I was to describe or to have someone to describe me personally, myself, my description is very simple. I am the mother of many nations.
Okay, mother of many nations. That can sum it up because it's a vast statement. It's not just like you said without being too descriptive. Okay. Now, hold on. Say it again. I can't see my screen looking to shit. Who next?
Lana.
All right, Miss Sister Lana.
Lana,
I'm
Okay.
asking you.
pretty Lana.
If somebody could describe me, it would definitely be Africa. Straight Africa. Just
Africanus.
Africa.
I
Straight
got you.
Africa. And the other reason why is because I'm black, and I'm that rich black. I'm that black that's gonna shine in the night, and I'm that black
Ooh.
that's gonna shine in the day. I'm that shit that you gotta go all the way to Lennox. You gotta fly that shit in.
Okay, so
You can't
basically
buy this shit. This ain't Hershey.
without the
You gotta
70s
go all the way to
background music,
Parties to get this. Yeah.
that's some
Yes,
real
and
shit.
it's rich. It's rich.
All
Some of
right,
it is
man.
rich.
All right, man.
Yeah.
See, hey, fella, you got to hit it with the, something behind that shit.
My fault.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Wrong.
That was
Hey,
some country shit, but you know what though? I like a country ass nigga, so it's all good. I'm gonna take that cow because I know what that cow
Nah,
bring me money.
I hit that by mistake. Don't do that. That
no,
was
first of all, let me tell you something, man.
I'm rocking with
That's not even, dude, listen, I'm going to say something.
go ahead.
The reason why I'm asking these questions is, like I said, it's for the show. I want to
Yeah.
know how you feel about yourself and if you had to choose far as interacting with opposite sex or other women included, or other races, what would you choose? As far as your description. That was the first question. Now, within all of that, if you are Africa and that's mother, that's home, do you think you would rather, or better yet, do you think being a wife is a part of that title?
White.
Wife.
Wife.
Okay,
Then
could wife be a part
thinking
of that title?
exactly.
Like as far as like me dating a man, or
No, eventually, far as like, because what I'm seeing, mother, when I'm seeing in my eyes is a woman that's holding everything down. Home.
yeah,
You see what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Okay, so
Wife.
look, I have always been told I'm wifey
Lana, can I
material,
take that, Lana?
and
Or
I
you
used
want
to
to
hate
take
when a
that?
man tell me that. Like, oh,
Okay.
you not girlfriend material, you wifey material.
Okay.
And
Cool.
I never understood what that was, but
All
I
right.
understand it now. Like, men really ain't ready for me. Some men are. Some men say they want that, but when they really get what I have, they be like, "Oh, this some pressure." Yeah, but see, this pressure right here is gonna shine you up like a diamond, and it's gonna
Dig it.
turn you into something that you ain't never thought you could have. You know what I'm saying?
First
You
of
didn't
all,
even see it
first
in
of
your own
all,
self.
first of all, a little sidebar. If you ain't selling shit, whatever it is, makeup, whatever it may be, you need to start. Because I'm telling you, you sound like you from the low end. But look, now back to the subject. Reason why I'm reason why I'm asking you these things is because it's a lot that goes into the gumbo, which y'all saying y'all are. It's not
Okay.
just one. It's not just one thing. And like I said, this is for the brothers that need to understand different women with different mindsets from all walks of life. You just can't
Okay.
typecast one person because she like me and Pretty Nerd had a
Well,
whole conversation about the clothes and all of that. You just can't put them in one group. So as I hear, I learn, I grow. And the only way
Right.
we can learn if we hear it from different
exactly.
women.
So I be having to hit my bell, Lana. I be having to hit my bell when I want to answer the question before we go to the next question. It sounded like
Ding.
he was ready to go to the next question, but I hadn't
No, no, no,
answered.
no. I ain't ready. I ain't ready because I know it's more than one on the panel.
So, as far as being a wife and whether or not a wife is a part of my title, there are multiple layers to that question. Okay, because I don't need to be a wife to be a mother to many nations. My preference would be to be a wife because a whole household produces it has greater fruit than hell. But do I feel like there's a need? No. I believe that there are a lot of amazing men in their households just as much as there are a lot of amazing men that have come from dual parent households. I don't feel like it's a need, I feel like it's necessary, if that
Can
makes
I
any
ask you a
sense.
question
I believe it's
about what you just said?
necessary and it benefits. Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you say that it's not
Yeah.
necessary for you to um or be a wife, um do you how do you feel about God put you on this earth for man, just like man was for a woman?
Okay.
Now
So
now when
so
he
here's
did
the thing.
that, he did it so that you can have a companion because he's seen all the other animals. So he created a wife for Adam. So when you say that you don't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily like, how do you feel about that? And I'm sorry to get off, if we're not
Okay.
off topic or
So
on topic, I just
I'm
want to
gonna
get your perspective on
no no no, you're
perspective
fine.
on it.
No, we need
Okay.
we need this. We need this. We need this round
Before we
table.
do,
No,
before
you're
we
good.
do,
I'm gonna delve into that. Right, we need that. We're gonna delve into that. So What I mean by there not necessarily being a need for a man is this. In the event you get pregnant and your husband, whether he's a husband, baby daddy, however you view him, he's the person that you conceive this life with.
Mm-hmm.
If your husband passes away, are you able to successfully raise that child?
Is that a question? Is that a question you
This
pose?
is where I go with the word need versus necessity. Yes, that's a question.
Okay. I feel like you will be able to take care of your child, because with a man's death, and I'm trying to say like all men's death, but most men's death, you have, like back in the day, you would get everything from your husband. Like if your husband died, you get his land, you get his animals, you get, so that you guys can still live on. That's where, and that goes
We
from
don't
all the
live
way
in
back
that
in
world
the,
no more.
you know, so you'll be able to have your child. I mean, I get what you're saying. You don't necessarily have to have a man in order to take care of your child and become a mother. I get that. I do understand that.
No, I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is, in the event that your life does not create a situation or a circumstance that provides for you to have a positive male influence in your life or in your child's life, you're not at a disadvantage. That child's path is that child's path. Your path is your path. It's not going to kill the path of that child if the circumstance places it in a position to where another male role model is not in that place. So that's what I mean by that. I do feel
It
like
makes it
it's
harder though.
necessary.
It does make it harder, but they will survive.
Absolutely. But
they will
hard,
survive.
hard,
Because like I told, that goes down to
hard
what I'm going
versus
through.
impossibility.
You know, I lost my children's father, and my daughter just turned 1. She will never be able to get that father and daughter, you know, or my son having that father and son, you know. So, but they're gonna survive because my dad steps in. But at the end of the day, when they be like, "Oh, I want my dad," it's like, ooh, you know, thank God I haven't reached that topic with him. But you know, that's gonna be a hard topic. Where my daddy at?
Okay, now I
And
heard
so
both of
that's
y'all,
the
right?
thing.
Mm-hmm.
The misconception that a lot of Black women have. Go ahead.
Okay, and I want to keep the, because you following the lead of what I'm getting to. That's the only reason why I'm
Yeah,
breaking it down, because I'm trying to hear y'all first before I make a statement or a suggestion.
I
You know
get
what I'm saying? Like I said, it's basic courtesy and hearing the passion, because these are deep questions. So it's basic courtesy to let you guys express yourself to the fullest before I come in. Now,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
cool. Now, what I'm getting at is this. In the beginning, I just said we view women in a certain way, but it's certain men that don't even have the want to care to even actually know what they're saying they want or what they're bringing into the inner circle, far as the opposite sex. They just want the instant gratification, mostly, is what I hear from women. This is not me making that statement. This is what I'm hearing from asking other women questions. So we view a woman in so many different ways. Just because you are up on your shit at one point doesn't mean that you won't fall short from time to time. And men will take that and run with it. Oh, she ain't shit, blah, 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 woo, woo. But it's certain women that fits all of that criteria, all of the criteria that I'm putting out there, they fit it to a glove, and that's the one that we respect. Now, if you don't have to be a wife, understand that it's consequences that come with that. You see what I'm saying? A man will view you and show you love to a certain degree, but outside of that, it's gonna cut off. It's basically like a business arrangement. Well, you one of the guys. We cool. You help me. I got love for you, but I don't have that maximum love for you, that I would, because it's a lot that comes with that title. being a woman or a mother of many nations or Africa. You know what I'm saying? Those are strong words. So when we view that, you said a mother, wife is involved in that. Mother, wife, shit. When you're a black woman, you got about 5 hats that you got to wear. You know what I'm saying? In order to get that
It
complete
would have been
respect.
nice if I would have been able to finish how I felt about it, but okay.
Yeah. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, let you know that the original point. That's why I asked, what would you want to be called? Before I even come out and just
I
jump out and
didn't get
say,
to finish.
okay, well, go ahead then, damn it. We'll break it down. You got the flow.
I never got to finish. I kind of got in. I got into the concept of necessity, and then my sister Lana jumped in to help me to kind of guide me on explaining what I mean by necessity. I never got to finish my statement.
Okay, well, go ahead. You got it.
So,
I'm finna mute my shit.
I don't. Okay, look. Okay, so what I was trying to say is that it's not a necessity to be a wife in order to raise a successful child, because there are circumstances that can come about that will cause you to run to even for a lot of women to want to raise their child alone. There are a lot of women that lose their husband and don't want another man to raise their child. You have a lot of women that lose their husband and don't want another man in their life. Does that equal an unhealthy child? No, it does not. That's all I was saying. I wasn't saying that I don't need to be a wife. I wasn't saying all that. I wasn't saying all that. I wasn't saying that at all. All I was simply saying is the term need, the term in itself, to need something, means that without that need, it will not flourish. And I'm not ever going to say that without the child's father, that the child will not flourish. That's not what I'm going to say. Now, as a woman, as a mother, do I feel like that wife type is necessary? I feel like I have been a wife to every person I've produced a child for. So I absolutely feel like it's necessary. You don't create children with people that you don't see a future with. So do I feel like it's necessary to have a wife mentality? Absolutely. Because who's laying down and having kids with a man that they don't see themselves marrying?
A lot of people. Me.
A lot of people. We talking about us. We talking about educated. We talking about the mother of many nations. I'm talking about the mother of many nations. As a mother of many nations, I don't see myself carrying children that don't have their father. Now, whether or not that's the end result or not, it's not necessarily always in my control. Well, but at the time of conception, at the time that I am creating these children,
okay,
absolutely,
and
things happen.
Lana, come on.
Not always.
All right, now, Lana, come on. I hear you. What you say?
I was gonna say, okay, when I say I have children, I have 2 kids. My son definitely was a good time. I met his father, just being frank and being honest and being 100, because that's the only thing I can be. I met his father. Of course, he liked me. He seen me 1 week. We were flirting for 2 weeks. He seen me get real dressed up, go to the club, and he was like, "Where you going?" I was like, "I'm going out." He was like, "I'm going with you." I said, "Oh, you must be having my drinks, my food, my smoke, my gas, everything." He said, "I got you." Okay. I had some drinks, had a good time.
And he had a little bit more than that.
I'm ready. And guess what? We had a great time. We had a great night. And guess what? I woke up and 3 weeks later, he called me from New Orleans talking about, "I think you pregnant because I've been throwing up." And guess what? I was pregnant. So I wasn't trying to plan nothing. It was just a good night. It was a good night. It was a great night.
Yeah. now,
But he
now
ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
you got, but see, hold on. Now, this is the thing. Now
okay.
you have Pretty Nerd saying you know what I'm saying.
You
She
let him
has
push you into a box. You let him push you into a
Hold
right, but
on.
listen.
Let's just hear him. Let's just hear him
You
out.
got Pretty
I
Nerds
knew you.
understanding.
I see what you're doing.
You got Pretty Nerds understanding, and you also have the truth. And I respect you so much for Lana for saying the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like no I got misled. Da 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 da. It was a good night. Now we all adults, and we understand the responsibility comes with them good nights because there's a lot of babies out here because of some good ass nights and some good music. You feel me? So, but when in the end, the responsibility I think shift at that moment. You see what I'm saying? Knowing that it might be hard. You've been around long enough to know. Knowing that it's gonna be hard raising a child, knowing that if it wasn't pain, most men don't want to give up what they actually doing, and that is the freedom that they have to move and go or wherever the fuck they want to go with, right? So now from that good night, you became a mother, a judge, a lawyer, police officer, nurse. You became so many different people that you didn't even imagine.
A hero.
You say what?
A hero.
Basically, that's never given this proper due, right? So the camaraderie behind that is from other women that experience and are going through the same thing at the same time. So
My mom helped me.
along the line, the man gets that he ain't shit. Now, that's when the women kick in with their friends, right? Because if she really your friend, she gonna pick you up. She's gonna uplift you. She's gonna motivate you, no matter what nobody says. That's her ride or die. And my sister, my mama, everybody got them. They've been around. Y'all, it's a unity, and that's why I'm saying that the disconnection comes from. So how do we as men? Because we got our own buddies, but they just say negative shit. Go ahead, Bean. Go ahead. I heard the Bean. Somebody Bean.
A real friend is gonna keep that shit all the way funky and 100 with you. A real friend is not gonna sugarcoat what you. A real friend is going to tell you whether or not you wrong or you right. They gonna ride with you when you're wrong, but they gonna tell your ass that you don't get it twisted. A real friend does not enable you to be on bullshit. A real friend doesn't enable you to continue to fuck your life.
I mean, that is what, like you say, when she was talking about parents, brother, husbands coming home. We don't live in that world no more. We live in a world where people, either if you right or wrong, they still
No,
gonna
I'm
ride
talking
with you.
about real friends. I got
Yeah.
real friends.
I do too.
I have real friends that's gonna say, bitch, you don't need to be fucking with that nigga. You know
Oh
that
yeah.
nigga don't like you like that.
After I tell you was wrong, I'm still gonna try to help your ass up out that jam if I can.
Yeah.
If, you know, I'm not gonna let you in my crib. I'm not gonna share all your deeds with you.
That's
Smoke
what
after
I'm
you.
saying.
I'm
Like
not
a
gonna do
real
all of that shit with you, and I'm not gonna ride with you. It's just the loyalty within me. Now, if you wrong and it's gonna risk me getting fucked over, then
but
you gonna go over.
they gonna ride with you, but a friend is not gonna agree with everything. A
Oh
friend
yeah,
not gonna agree with
no.
everything. They gonna ride with you.
No.
I'm gonna help you bury the body, but I'm
But
gonna
what I'm saying,
pass out while we burying this body, nigga. Why you kill this nigga? Have to implicate me. Why you
I ain't
call
burying
me
nobody.
shit?
I'm sorry, real friends.
right.
It's
But this is
common sense.
this
Hey,
is the man's part. This is the man's part,
Just a
though.
figure of speech. That's a figure of
Go ahead,
speech.
bro. Go ahead, man.
I know. I'm just throwing that out there to my friends.
Go ahead, bro. Wait, he's just finna say
No, I'm
something.
just saying as a figure of
Go ahead,
speech.
let
You know
yo,
what I'm saying?
what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? I like y'all. I like y'all
Come
show.
on through.
What's
Appreciate
The
going
it, man.
truth.
on? About time
The
to
truth.
chime in.
Yeah.
The
Talk
truth.
TV, man. It ain't nothing but the truth. If you ain't ready for
The
it,
TV,
shit,
truth,
I don't know what to
man.
tell you.
I swear the truth, man. What's going on, y'all? It's nice meeting y'all, the round
Oh
table.
man. Peace be unto you, bro. What's the word, Charlie?
That's right.
The
That's
the
right.
round table.
You know, it's
What's
crazy.
the
You know,
word? What's the word? We looking for
last
perspectives.
last time I came in here with the idea of the truth, I came in here this time with misconception. I don't know. I think every time I come to this show, I kind of get like different little, point of views. You know what I mean? But I think like with life in general, I mean, all of it's based off of misconceptions. I mean, in some type of form or fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's all different perspectives.
Exactly. So you really can't say like, and I'm listening to both of the young ladies. I'm listening to the to the to the to the to the to the males around the table. And I'm like, everybody got different perceptions of different beliefs and things that but you got to think about it. Everybody came from different walks of life. Everybody came from different
Exactly.
upbringings. Everybody came from different sides of towns. You know what I mean? You like some people that was raised a little bit different than others, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Because I tell people all the time, life is not about it's no book on life. There's no book on raising a child. There's no book on how you go about nothing that you do in life. Everything is based off of trial and error. That's all.
Right.
That's all it
But
is. It's trial and error.
But you know what? We're changing the game right now. Even though people that have had different multiple different sex talks with with different women and men, we've had that before. But the understanding comes from listening. Like I said in that last when we were on together before, you, Truth, Gleb, I was saying, if you listen to a person's point of view and respect the passion and the
That's right.
delivery, then you will have a better understanding and you can move forward.
That's a fact.
If you ignore their passion, and I focus on that word because everybody wants to be heard, no matter
That's
what
right.
side of town they from. It's a unity within certain things. You feel me? It's a
That's
unity.
right.
So if you listen to the perspective and you hear the passion in the tone and you address it with a reasonable answer, man, you can go so far. But if you want to
That's what I'm
stand on your
saying.
own shit and figuring that your pride is
Facts.
above the knowledge, then
Facts.
you gonna fall. I'd rather be a wise man than a smart man. A smart
That's
man
right.
makes the mistakes on his own. A wise man watch you fuck up before
Making
he
mistakes
have
of
to fuck
others. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, that's why I say everybody come from different walks of life. So it's only right to respect others' opinions, you know what I mean? And where they come from, you know what I mean? How they upbringing was, because you don't know. You don't know what they've been through, just like they don't know what you've been, like they don't know yours. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure that we all don't come from no silver spoon. We probably do. Some of us probably do, but I haven't. I guess I can only like.
Yeah.
I guess all I can do is speak for myself.
oh, back to the original thing, as far as the women on the panel,
No,
this show is for y'all. This
one of the things I love most about this show is the fact that we have different perspectives. In order for us to have a civilized conversation about the state of Black, we have to be real with each other about these different perspectives. We have to address the different perspectives. We have to get used to understanding that didn't come from the same backgrounds and everybody does not have the same viewpoint. This is the
Facts.
problem that me and Mr. Witt run into from time to time on the podcast, because he feels like certain things visualize a certain aspect, whereas another person can visualize it from another aspect. And neither one of those are absolute truths. And this is what we talked about last week, is the difference between absolute truths versus other people's perceptions. Your perception of reality does not dictate an absolute truth.
That's a fact.
now
I have
can I ding
somebody
you?
that I know that you say all the time, I know how women think. I dated a lot of women. I know how women think. I dated a lot of women. You can date a lot of women and still not date all women. There is a very distinct difference. Make a difference.
Hey, listen. And I just want
Okay,
to. I ain't got
it
no
makes
bill,
a
but I'm just gonna
difference.
say
There
ding.
are a lot of people
I'm
that
just gonna
feel
say
like
ding.
because I
Thank
dated
you,
30 or
Mr. Bill.
40 women, that dictates the 30 or 40 million women that are here in the world. It doesn't.
All right, so
Ding dong!
we do we do differ in opinions, but what I don't do is prejudge. Now I can give you a
Me
certain,
either.
I give you a
Absolutely.
small percent of a little prejudge because I think everybody does that out of the protection of themselves. But how I
Right.
do it from my age group, I mean, from me being my age and learning from experience, from
What is your
dealing with
age group?
multiple women.
What's your age group?
I'm in my 40s, man.
Uh-oh,
I ain't got
answer a
time to be playing no
call.
fuck shit. I am in my 40s. I ain't got time for the fuck shit. There's
I
nothing
know
but
what
truth coming from me.
you're
But what I'm saying is, I let you speak first because I know everybody wants to be heard, and if you're interested, even if you don't even notice me, I'll spark up a conversation just to see your point of view, and then I'll go off of that.
Mm.
I ain't finna just jump the gun, but I'm gonna ask you questions. That be the problem. People be afraid and they be worried about how they look and how they can present themselves with certain worldly things and shit. But later on,
My
when you
thing,
sign,
now hold
you
on.
say
My
what?
thing is, it's not even the questions. It
Come
be
on,
like,
Lana, speak on it.
can you handle like when you ask me a question, can you handle what the fuck I'm about to tell you? And then
Oh
people
yeah,
want to get mad at what you tell them, and then I'll be like, well, dude, you start the conversation, you ask
I'm a
me the
scholar.
question,
I'm a scholar.
I give you what I'm telling you, and you get mad at the shit that like how you go. That's why I don't
But
judge
see,
people
that's a
because I'm
good
like,
thing. That's a good thing for
and I
you.
love the way you think, and I appreciate your mindset.
Oh
I
yeah,
appreciate you, King. I appreciate you even being and looking at things like that because I can't stand see I love getting picking a person's mind. Oh, that that does it
yeah.
for me.
But see,
That's better than
I
sex
don't. What
because
I
see, I
mean by
can see
me
where your
saying my
mindset is and
right,
we
and
can
I
go back and
appreciate it.
forth off of it. But I
I
can't
appreciate
stand
it.
when I'm vibing with you and you getting mad, and then you want to be the nigga that's like, man, I ain't the one who get mad.
But see,
Come
you
on,
should be
dude, you
happy though.
yelling.
Listen,
You was
listen.
just at a falsetto. Now you at mono. Well, come on, dude.
No, no,
Stop.
no. See, this is what I'm saying, Father.
You
That's
know,
why I
I
mentioned
can't
my
stand dudes
age.
that do that. Like, don't pick my mind and get mad at
That's
what I'm about to say. You better put a condom on, cause nigga, you about
shit
to get
real.
mad.
Shit
I'm with
real.
it. I'm with it.
But
I'm
look,
with the taboo
but look,
shit.
check it out,
I'm
right?
with it. Ask what you
Now,
want to ask. I'm an open book. I have nothing to hide.
and
Therefore,
that
nobody can't
and
tell
that
me
makes you
shit.
no different.
Nobody can't tell me shit about me because I have nothing to hide.
Right.
Anything
And
that you
that
think, anything that you think you're gonna come to me and say, I've already thought of. You better
mm,
come better. Come better.
now check it
Come
out.
better.
Now check it
You
out.
thought you knew, but you didn't. Sorry.
Now I'm gonna show you something. When a nigga get mad at you and you think it's real, you should be thankful. God just gave you something with a
I
real
do.
nigga coupon. Listen though, God gave you something with a real nigga coupon. You got off cheap before you even take it to the bedroom. I'm gonna ask you everything you want. Like this, another sin, right? If a man asks you what you drink or smoke and he ain't asked you your name yet, that lets you know where his mind is. Have a whole conversation with motherfucker and then walk away. Damn, what's your name? See, he
This
done
a
ran
good
one.
one. This
Yeah,
a good
real one.
one for
He done
all
ran
you
one.
young ladies listening. For all you young ladies listening, because I can't stand when a man does this. If you have not given me conversation more than a day, don't ask me for no picture. Don't ask me to see my ass. Don't ask me to see my titties. Don't ask me none of that. I can't stand when a woman be like, girl, he told me to give me. Do you know anything about him? Do you know how he thinks? Do you know?
Mm.
I mean,
Ooh,
with this
ooh,
man,
ooh.
hey, let me get a picture of you, dude. Let's talk. Let's converse real quick. Like, what you doing? Oh, I don't talk on the phone. Okay, goodbye. Cause one thing I do, I can't text you a whole paragraph. I'm not gonna sit there. We're not doing papers. I don't do
But
paperwork.
check it out. Now, you have some women that will indulge, right? On the first day. And I don't judge them no different. Depends on how she handle herself. Because some women got to get their nut off too. You understand? But you have to understand we value women so much to the point where we disrespect them, if that makes sense. If you see somebody with some fake Gucci on, and everybody know it's fake Gucci, he gonna snap because he's misrepresentation of the real shit. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm talking to you, if I'm paying attention to who you are, we view you in a different light. So your standards of what you're saying, if a man don't understand that, then he ain't supposed to be in your life, right? So if you push
Get it,
forward,
girl.
if
Sis,
you push
get it.
forward, if you push forward, then you got it.
I'm gonna have to interject. Real is a perception. Your grandmother can be a whore, and you can perceive that that's the way a real woman is supposed to act. Your mother could be a whore and not have a job and live off Section 8, and you can perceive that that's how a woman is supposed to act. This is what we were talking about with real truths the other day. Everything you think is not supposed to be reality. Everything that you perceive is not supposed to be reality. The same way a woman should not perceive her ruined relationship as all black men ain't shit because she had one bad relationship. No man should perceive all black women to be whores because the one he slept with was wearing leggings.
To be fair, he's not.
We have a problem in humanity with addressing. You know, I got to always come back to the names. We have a problem. We have a problem in culture. We have a problem, not even just in culture. This is outside of color. This is a male and female thing. This is a male and female thing. We have a problem with conceiving that what is comfortable to us is. We have a serious misconception. Hello, misconception being on the panel. We have a serious misconception with what our view is as being what reality is. There is an absolute reality and there is a subjective reality. Okay? Everything that we learn in our upbringing is not necessarily righteous. Case in point, a person who grew up with a person who grew up under somebody that's dealing with slavery or has dealt with slavery will learn that all white people are bad. A white person who is raised under a slave owner will learn that all people are subservient. So that just goes to show that your perception and what you're raised under does not necessarily dictate. Okay, for example, black people will be taught Christianity is the way, but they won't tell you which part of Christianity is the way and which part is false and which part was pillaged and plundered and which part was burned and which part was stolen and which part was misconceived. They won't tell you all of that, but they will tell you Christianity is the way. Perception is not always reality. And the problem that men and women, and in particular, black men and black women have is that we will take the propaganda that is fed to us through music, television, commercials, and movies, and we will make that what we avoid. Listen to what I'm saying. We will take what we see and we will avoid that. And we will go looking for something that does not serve us as a whole. We are missing the totality of the package of black people. Black people, our culture comes as a package, not a box, a package. Understand what I'm saying? Our people come as a package, and we miss the gift for the rapping. Hold on, let me take that. Hold on, let me preach.
Hit it with a yeah.
You missed the gift for the rapping. You missed the gift looking at the rapping based on the propaganda that's been fed to you.
That's true.
You didn't
I
feed this
could
propaganda to
I.
yourself. You don't control the news media. You don't control the movies. You don't control the TV shows. You don't control shit. You just turn it on and it's there.
That's what it is. Yep.
And all you know is whether or not to make the
What you
decision
see.
to accept the shit or reject the shit. I either don't want a nigga that look like what's on TV or I do. I either don't want a nigga that look like these videos or I do. I either don't want a female that's looking like these videos or I do. I don't want a female that has a lot of children or I do. I don't want a video. It's all about the propaganda that's been fed to us, and we miss all of our gifts. All of the gifts that's been given to us as a culture, we miss based on the packaging. If it don't look good to me, it can't talk to me.
Yeah.
If it don't feed my eyes, it can't feed my soul.
You don't like the game, don't play that motherfucker. You don't like the game, don't play that motherfucker.
We born into this game, baby.
I cannot.
I'm born into this game. I'm born into this game. You can't tell me that here we go into this leg. I'm gonna go take it back to the leg. You can't tell me to be uncomfortable because it presents a better look to you.
All right, now.
That's propaganda.
I'm gonna squeeze
You're
in.
asking me to feed into the propaganda in order to be more palatable. In order to be more palatable to you,
I'm
I need
itching
to
over here. I gotta say it.
I really am on the inside for what it looks like. In order for me, hold on, let me finish. In order for me to be who you want me to be, I have to present it something different from what it feels like to me. Let's talk about it, round table.
I mean, true, people do view, but like I said, I guess for me, I'm only speaking for me and my experience. I don't go for what looks good or what's presented to me in a certain way. All the way down to going to go get some smoke. That shit might smell good, might look good.
Because you don't like women in leggings.
No, I ain't say that. I ain't say that.
It's caca. You don't like women in leggings.
Nope, that ain't what I'm saying. I said don't get treated the same. Don't act like you don't know what you finna be treated like. If them leggings too small and your big ass put yourself in them, niggas can see through them leggings and they can see that booty.
No,
so if you putting that motherfucker up there to be served up, that's what it is.
But that's a problem. That's a problem, Mr. Witt.
I know, but listen.
You are telling women.
But hold on now.
Don't tell me you know and then tell me I need to understand.
You want to be treated though.
No, look, I just want to say this, right? For my own personal preference, you don't need to be the thickest one. Me, if you ain't got no belly, I ain't fucking with you. I'm just gonna keep it real. Cause I gotta hold on to something, goddammit. I don't let skinny shit.
Wait, do you prefer that? Or is it like
do I prefer what now?
Because see, I done met so many men.
No, I done met what he means by that. I get what he means by that.
Puerto Rican, Jamaican, African. When I say I done dated them all, rich, poor, all that good stuff. So I'm just like, but I've met men who have like fetishes.
It's to me, I don't really think it's a fetish. It's just my preference. It's simply because certain things I love. My main thing is beautiful skin.
You allowed that. I don't feel like women should have to change based on a specific preference.
No, I'm not saying
and this is the problem that women face on an everyday basis.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
no, not you, Mr. Witt.
Okay, church. But what I'm just saying, like me, basis for the whole.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about.
We miss
the overall perception.
Right. We missed so many, like you said, it was true. We missed so many blessings.
Look, let me tell you something.
We miss so many blessings
Exactly.
simply
We miss so
because.
many gifts based on the fact that
But
the gifts is
this is how I
reserved.
look at what I'm doing now. Like I started to pay attention to what the universe brings to me.
But I'm
Is when
saying, look
I
at
ask
the
for.
motherland. We walked
Yeah,
around
yeah,
with
yeah.
our titties out for we walked around with our titties out for generations. It
Yeah,
wasn't
and the one
considered
that had
boorish.
them, the one that had them
Yeah,
good looking titties,
but you can't do
them
that
niggas,
now
them
though.
tribesmen was
You
killing
can't do
lions
that
for
now.
them
That's back
titties.
in the day because at the end of the day, the men that were then are not the men
Yeah,
that are
no, no,
there
no.
now.
You cannot do it now.
I want to ask y'all something. I want to ask you
No, I
something,
get
right?
it. We
Even though I
can't do
feel
it
like you
now.
Look,
What
look,
I'm
look,
should,
saying
look,
even
look.
though I feel like you should,
I'm
and
talking
nobody should
about the
say nothing,
specific.
but they can't handle stuff like that. Like
I want to
things
ask
that
you. I
are
want to
We
ask you
don't live in
something.
that world. I wouldn't
Hey,
suggest
pretty nerd,
nobody.
Jamaica do.
Go
pretty
ahead,
nerd,
Miss
check
Wick.
it out. Check it out,
Go
right?
ahead.
Because it's intense and I'm loving this shit.
Go ahead.
But I want to get to the point. Like
Go ahead.
when we do you have a problem? This is my other question. Do you have a problem with sharing your man, or is it okay for you?
What?
Anybody can take this shit.
So I have a personal problem with
Oh,
sharing. I have a personal problem with sharing my man, but I know for a fact, I know women that are okay with polygamous relationships. There's a difference
Hmm.
between polygamous relationships and a man cheating on you. That's two different things.
Hmm.
okay. So you talking about sharing as far as like forever, like a girlfriend, or
No, it's like I don't believe in
That's what
bullshit
I'm trying.
titles.
That's what I'm telling you.
I don't believe in bullshit titles.
There's a
Meaning,
difference between polygamy and cheating. That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
but
You
titles,
have to
but
clarify
titles
what you're trying to
put
say to me.
Right.
titles put respect on
I'm
stuff
not saying
though.
cheating. I'm not saying cheating. I'm saying giving you like people talk all that shit about being in a relationship, but half of the women that end up getting fucked on is somebody woman. You understand? And it's the power of a woman and what she presents and how a nigga can see she can go do what she do and still go home and feed the whole family and do everything she's supposed to do. It was just what she felt that night. Men do it just to say they did that shit. You understand? Well, most men. And I'm saying I ain't talking
I'm a,
about
I'm
no
a,
cheating shit. Oh, listen,
Oh,
I ain't talking about no
I
cheating
got a
shit.
good view on that
Look,
because
listen,
at the
listen. I ain't
end
talking
of the day,
about no cheating
what man,
shit.
what
Go
man was
ahead, Lana.
supposed to
I'm gonna
be,
be
what
sure.
man
Go
was
ahead.
supposed to be with one woman? Like even
But
from back in the day, they
right,
had
but
many wives.
this is what I'm saying, right? Everybody want a man to keep it a buck, right? Well, I'm finna keep it a motherfucking G. Now, if you
Ooh,
around somebody and you with somebody, give them the complete freedom to choose the path that they want, regardless of what you call yourself to that person, right? Because if you give them the complete freedom, then you actually know. Everybody want to know if that person really loves them until they put to the test and they scared. You hear me? So why not give that person that freedom? All you got to do is tell the other person, okay, well, look, I'm dealing with this woman who out the bam. I don't believe in hiding shit from somebody because physical things transpire during being promiscuous or whatever, or polygamous or whatever. So you got to keep it up front. But can you be woman enough to take another woman sharing your man?
okay. Who going first?
First
Because
of all, that's not
Go
being
for it.
woman enough. That's a purpose. I mean, that's a particular that's a particular preference. You can't
now,
tell somebody they're not being woman enough because they don't want to share their man.
No, 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 no. I'm saying what I mean by that is because it go both ways. It go both ways. I ain't just putting the target on you guys. It goes both ways. A lot of dudes
yeah, it's for
talk
men
all that
too.
shit, but when it's that real woman that they love and they found out she doing something wrong. Oh man, it's he ready to kill some. Hold on. The dog barking. Hold on.
I
Okay,
mean, you know what?
Lana. Hold
I
on,
have
Lana.
been in an open
Hold on,
relationship
Lana. Do
before,
you see?
and
Do you see
men
how?
usually can't handle
Do
what
you
they
see?
dishing
Do
out or what
you
they can't
see?
handle.
One at a time. One at a time.
Do you see how he just took the situation? Hold on, this is where propaganda comes in at. This is where the play on words come in at. This is where the bullshit comes in at. Do you see how When it was a man with multiple women, it was, I don't believe in bullshitting around. This is about a polygamous relationship and being woman enough to share your man. But when it
No,
came to
no,
the
no.
woman,
That's
and he
not
was
saying that.
explaining the
You
woman's
taking my
side,
word.
let me
Yeah.
finish.
He
No,
was
let me
You twisting my
finish.
words.
I let you talk. Let me finish. Do you see how when he went? Do you know? I'm not. Do you see how when he went to the woman's side, he said a lot of men feel like they can, but when a woman doing wrong, those were his particular words. When the woman doing wrong, did he use the term doing wrong? He was describing polygamy with men.
No.
Yes
I
or
said
no?
the cheating part. I was referring to the cheating part.
fine.
Because my point was, if you can, it goes both
It's
ways.
cheating when it's a woman. When it's
No,
polygamy when it's a
no,
man. That's my
no,
point.
no. I said it
No.
goes both ways. I'm
Because
saying
in
it goes
Africa,
both
it's a
ways.
lady who has many wives, and they
Right.
just
But
did
what I'm
reality
saying
bites in
is a lot of
Africa.
people, right, and true, and a lot of people get caught up on
Right.
fucking titles. That's
Right.
my point.
But
Stop getting caught up on the
hold on. Now,
motherfucking
look,
title if you
I
gonna
get
stand
what you're
strong.
saying. I get what you're saying. People do
Right.
get caught up on titles, but at the same time, titles put respect on it. Like, if I know, like, okay, say like if me and you're together and you're like, look, I really love you. I love everything that we got going on, but I also, I fuck with this other girl too. How you feel about that? I can respect a man that's gonna tell me some shit like that. Cause
Up
he's
front.
giving me the balls to even
Yeah.
fuck with that or not
Up
fuck with
front.
it. Now I
And
can
let
be a
me,
woman that's that my mindset is strong. Cause see, I have been, again, done been through some things and seen some things. Been, life is hit,
I
whatever,
Lana,
whatever. But I'm saying is, can a woman, can some women are strong enough to be like, hey, okay, it's cool, because what we got going on is what we got going on. What you got going on over there is what you got going over there. I met a married man where a married man is like, hey, look, I wanted to take you out. I don't fuck with married men because I have my own morals. But the
There
guy
you
was
go.
like, look, let me tell you something. I'm not leaving my wife. My wife will always be straight. I take care of home. I make sure she's straight. She got money in her pocket. So she don't question what the fuck I do. Long as I'm taking care of my responsibility and I'm doing what the fuck I supposed to do, and I'm making sure my wife has everything that she needs and wants, she don't question me. And I was like, well, damn, that took me for like oh shit. Okay. But then, at the end of the day, I can't do that because I still want to be married. I still want to be the woman that's like, hey nigga, I need money. You know what I'm saying? Because that's been going on since back the end of the day to now. Like men been
All
doing that.
right.
My granddaddy been doing that.
now
All
You
right,
feel
let
me?
now, fella, what you
let
finna
me
ask him?
pose a question to you though, Mr. Witt. Could you,
So what
you're,
I have
you're
to
a
say,
misconception. I mean, I'm talking about misconception. Damn. Misconception too. I want to pose this question to you as well. If a woman turned around and asked you, could you handle that? Is that okay with you?
Hell fucking yeah.
That's
You
okay.
know, nigga, it's past okay. You know why? Do you know how many motherfuckers?
My
Do
fault.
you know how many people lie, bro?
wait,
Motherfuckers
don't
lie
lie.
so much.
Oh, Mr. Vic gone.
No,
There
no,
you
he.
go.
No, I said I'm with it. You know how many people lie and do all that bullshit, and it ain't the cheating, it's the lying that might cost you your fucking life.
So
You
you,
feel me?
if she say, boyfriend, guy, husband, I want to fuck around. I got this and this on the side. That's okay. Y'all can live y'all everyday life knowing that's going on.
Hey,
Bro, I
check
done
this
been
out.
there. I done
Check
been there,
this out.
done that.
Check this out.
I
Nigga,
done been
I'm
there,
gonna keep
done
it
that.
real with you. I'm too old to bullshit. Every woman got some other man, some fucking well.
Oh, here it
While
comes.
niggas talking that shit. Man, I ain't
Boy,
going. Hold on, my
no.
phone
Boy,
tweaking. My
stop.
phone tweaking.
Kill
Shit.
Here it
your
comes.
generalization.
Hey, but look,
I know. Hold on. No, hold on.
I,
I got y'all chance, yes or no.
she
Here
tough. Yeah,
I
but
get my
I
am I gonna
I
get my
done
opportunity?
I
I
I
want to
done
get.
been there, done that though.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, misconception. I'd rather you.
No, I was saying I done been there, done that. You know what I mean? I done been past that stage. I done did that.
So that's a
So
I
level,
done did.
that's a stage. That's something you grow out of.
I mean, I ain't going. I mean, I'm kind of like how Mr. Witt on. I don't do labels at all. You know what's going on. You know I don't do no labels.
Oh,
You know it. Listen, hey, listen. These folks don't know me on their panel, but you know what's going on, boy. I don't do no labels whatsoever for real. Like, and my life, it shows that. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. But what I'm gonna say is like everybody, like I'm gonna keep on saying, everything is about perception, misconception. It's all because it's about how you look at it. You know what I mean? You got some folks that just not with it. That's like, hey, look, I ain't. But that's they upbringing. That's probably how they. Y'all can hear me?
yeah. Go ahead.
They upbringing probably was like, hey, we count that out. You know what I mean? That's bad. We don't do that. You know what I mean? But you have other folks that look at things from a different perspective. Like, it's not that bad. You know what I mean? Because and I think I was talking on the show last
You
time.
just unmuted my mic.
I did.
Really?
I'm sorry. I apologize.
We
So
was
you muted me on purpose. I ain't talking no more.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna be
I
on
gotta
straight
give
mute.
everybody
Nah,
a chance to
I'm
speak.
petty as
I
fuck.
gotta give
Don't
everybody a
don't be
chance.
petty on me. You better tell me something because I'll be mute. I'm good at listening.
Come
Now
on.
you want my voice, you want my voice, you want my ears, you want my ears. Let's be real. And let's keep it 100.
Pop your shit, man. Talk TV live right now. I don't want no smoke. I just wanted everybody to get a chance. He hasn't spoke the whole show, so I said I want to give him a chance. He been sitting back. Go on here. You done though, misconception?
no, I was just saying, like if you look at it, man, I mean, it's like I said, it's about people's upbringing. You feel what I'm saying? So
I
like,
can't hear now.
you can't hear me?
Can you
You
hear
can
him?
hear
yeah,
me?
Lana,
yeah,
can
I
you
am.
hear him? Pretty nerd, can you hear him? I can hear you, bro.
I
Like
can't
when we
hear pretty
was
nerds. Sis, where you at?
I care.
you know we was when we was young as kids, we was always told that the darkness was bad. You know what I'm saying? We was we had reasons to be scared. And it was based off of different perceptions. You know what I mean? Whether if it was something we watched, something somebody told us, something that we might have seen. You know what I mean?
I
It
can't
was
hear
certain things
nothing.
that played. She can't hear me,
I hear you.
You can't
but
hear
it was different.
Oh well.
Can you
Hey,
hear? You
look,
can't hear?
hey, look, because I got
Hey,
disrupted. My phone
hey,
started to. I
I
want to
don't
hear
know
you.
if you
Can
can
you
hear
hear me
me.
back on?
Can you hear me?
I don't
Anybody hear
know.
me?
Yeah, I hear you,
No, you
bro.
can hear me.
I hear you, bro. Keep going. I'm gonna hit on the private chat and tell her to go out, come back in.
All right. All right. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, it was different, perceptions when it comes down to stuff. So, you might have look at things like, oh, cheating's bad because of the way that you grew up, or or a different thing that you've seen, or something that you've seen in somebody else's relationship, and it could have been something that you experienced. All I'm saying is, based off of perception, it might be a bad thing to you, but to others, it might not be as so bad. You know what I mean? Because some things to them, like I told you guys on the last show, death to me is different than how other people look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at that way different than other people. You know what I mean? But that's my perception.
But
But
I
go
don't
ahead.
subject. Uh,
Now
your
I got cut
perception.
off, man.
I understand with your perception is in line with Mr. Whip, correct? As far as you feel like everybody gonna do them, period. So why not?
Everybody going
Go
at
ahead.
some
It
point,
doesn't
bro.
matter.
At
That's what
some
I'm saying.
point.
That's the point. At
At some
some point,
point.
listen, bro.
At some point.
I'm smart enough and I'm wise enough to understand that you got your own mind as far as a female, right? See, men walk around with this pride shit. You know what I'm saying? When you finally
That's right.
understand that you not trying to control them, then they go for what they know, and then they will reveal eventually who they are. So if I come in the door and you telling me up front, I appreciate you so much for telling me up front. Then I'm gonna be your homie regardless. I'm not finna fuck you raw. I got too many kids.
Hey, let's do a
You see what
countdown,
I'm
man.
saying?
That's a real nigga birthday in exactly like 60 seconds, man. So
That's right. That's right. That's right. My
I'm finna,
G.
where my light at? Where my light at?
yeah, man.
Hey man, light
Countdown.
the spliff for me, man. Now, hey, what we
I've been
smoking
keeping my
on,
mouth
man?
closed.
What we smoking on, man?
No good
What
pack,
we
man.
smoking on, man? Let me know what we
Lemonade,
smoking
some
on, man.
I'm about
GMO.
to
Let me
roll
know.
up in a hot
Let me know. Let me know what we smoking on, man. You know what I mean? Good Hawaiian ranch, man.
He said, "What?
Yeah.
Right.
Tangy, get that Tangy
Yeah.
sherbet, lemonade, GMO, and mix it together."
Hey, man, I got some shit that'll blow your fucking mind away.
I
Come
don't
on,
doubt you.
Where you
wait,
at?
no.
Where I'm gonna get it?
I don't doubt you. But like I was trying
Atlanta,
to tell y'all,
Georgia.
man, what's the
Me
time, man?
too. Let's
Shit,
link.
man.
Happy birthday. Fuck it,
I
I'll say
appreciate
it
it,
first.
man. Thank
Hey,
y'all.
just holler at TJ. He'll give you all the information you need to know about me.
Y'all TV live, man.
We live and direct, man.
Hey, happy birthday.
Hey,
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday, my G. Happy birthday, my G.
Okay, happy birthday.
Thank y'all, man. Y'all can go ahead, man.
Hey, happy birthday, Scoop.
Okay. It's your birthday.
Hey,
Thank y'all,
hey,
bro. Y'all go ahead, finish y'all shit, pop y'all shit.
the shit is being popped right now, man. I'm telling you, man.
What
I'm
you
not
drinking over there in
judging.
that
I'm not
Am I
judging.
glass?
allowed to speak?
You
Or am
done
I
jumped
letting
out the
In
y'all
that
screen.
talk?
glass.
Am I letting y'all talk or am I getting to speak?
Yeah, man. I don't judge, man. I let everybody do them. Reveal yourself. I know I'm.
You talk.
You hear me?
Okay. And Mr. Witt knows this. I hate generalizations.
Mm-hmm.
Look, bro.
Do
Hey, you
not
come here
put
real quick.
all of anybody in one goddamn box. Don't do it. I hate it. I loathe it. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Well, I'm gonna try to get
Do
you some
not
Pepto
tell
Bismol
me.
because I can't
Matter
have
of fact,
something.
I'm not even gonna do all that. I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not gonna do all that. Am I okay to talk?
Yeah, you good. Don't get your baby hairs in a bunch. I hear you. Come
Oh,
on
okay.
with
I just had to make sure. My baby girls not even laid down right now. It's nighttime. They're not even laid down. They standing straight up. So here's the thing. Here's the issue that I'm coming across. This supreme generalization. Again, I'm going back to my original statement. The problem is that as Black people, specifically Black people, we are missing our blessings based on the packaging that is wrapped in. You ever see somebody go, I don't like this wrapping. Where you buy this from? That's what Black people are doing right now.
No, I'm
I
basically
don't like the
saying
way
I'm not
this
giving the
looks.
title. I'm not giving anything a title.
You, but you are, whether you know it or not. This whole idea of all women are going to cheat, period. So if she
Nope, didn't
tell
say
me
that.
she gonna cheat, I respect her. But if she don't tell me she gonna cheat,
I didn't say that.
then it is what it is.
Okay, if we're gonna really say
It's
cheating,
not
cheating can
cheating
be
if you tell
described in too many
somebody.
different ways. It's not saying that she's okay with
It's
cheating. I'm
giving them an
saying
opportunity to deal with,
the truth.
I guess, what someone considers bullshit. Or like, okay, so like,
Okay, so I get that. I get that.
okay, I was gonna say because
If you're dating somebody, you expect. My problem with this situation is that what Mr. Witt is saying is that because of his experience, that creates an absolute truth. All women are going to do their own thing. That is exactly what came out your mouth. Whether you
No, I
want to
said
admit it or not,
all people.
what you
I
just
said
said was
everybody.
all women going to do their thing.
No, I said a woman is gonna do what
You
she
said
want to
all
do
women are going to do
regardless.
their thing. So she tell me that
Right. I didn't say
I'm talking
cheating.
about the specific.
Right. I'm not saying cheating. I said all women have
No,
the
I
right.
didn't say cheating this time. I changed it. No, not the right. What you said is all women are gonna do what they want to do. Period. I would rather a woman tell me flat out that that's what she gonna do.
Whatever it is she chooses, just tell me so I know if I want to
That's a
deal with your ass or
generalization.
not.
All women are not gonna sleep with men. Not all
It's
men.
not.
Not all women are gonna sleep with multiple men.
But see, you
All
can
men are
deal
not
with a
gonna sleep with
man.
multiple women.
It
The
ain't even
problem that
sleeping. It ain't even sex with me. It ain't even sex. Like you just dealing with different men is a way of somewhere a form of sharing who you are. Some women have work husbands. Some women have dudes that they could just call and talk to, and sex was never even a picture. But that's still sharing your energy.
I'm called
And if
the
you
sex
could get past
semantics.
that,
I'm a mother of many nations. Would it be a
right?
problem to you for me to speak to multiple men? And that's my calling and that's my purpose. It don't have nothing to do
No,
with
because
anything that's
you
sexual.
nope, you have one father, and that's your creator. I'm cool enough to say, all right, if that's your path, cool. Whatever you doing, knowing that you're dealing with me, know that it's a responsibility
I went
behind that.
past all that.
It's just that simple.
No, that's now you're pushing the goalpost to what you actually said. What you actually said was you would be okay with sharing your women because all women do what they want to do regardless, and they're gonna do that. That's what you said.
Yeah,
I'm cool with it. Yeah.
you did say that though, Bob. I ain't
I
gonna
said
say
I'm cool with
I
it.
don't have a
Yeah.
problem with you being cool with it. I don't have a problem with you being cool with it. I have a problem with you feeling like all women do that regardless of whether they discuss it with you or not.
I mean, hey, and that's how you feel, and you feel adamant on that, then that's fine. I'm saying how I feel, and that's what I feel. All women have a right,
So
and
you
they're gonna
feel
do what
that
they
your
want to do because
absolute
every
truth is
man
that
gonna do what he
all
want to
women
do.
deal with multiple men, and that the best way for them to deal with it is to tell you that they dealing with multiple men.
I mean, just be real up front, regardless. That's basically what my point is.
And if, but what I'm saying is, if I'm real with you up front and I say I'm not talking to nobody else because I have an issue with men, I have a problem with men based on my perception and my reality. Are you going to believe that, or are you going to believe that all women deal with multiple men no matter what they say? Because that's what just
I'm
came
not
out
gonna
your
ask
mouth.
that question because I don't trust no fucking body.
Right.
I don't
Exactly.
trust a
There's a
human.
generalization, and
A
that's.
human being has the power to do
I'm not
and
asking. I'm
speak
not
on
asking
whatever
you
they
to trust
fucking
your
want to do.
soul.
So I'm not even gonna play myself
Not
and even
asking you to
asking
trust
you.
anybody. Just
I'm gonna
asking you
ride your energy.
on anybody that
I,
you don't trust.
I'm attracted to energy and respect. Even if you respect me enough to tell me the truth, that's fine. If our energy is not interrupted by bullshit, I have a choice to walk away from your motherfucking ass. It's just that simple. Like, I view
So
things
are you
different and
telling
you
me
do
that
too.
everybody? Are you telling me that people can't bring you false energy?
Oh yeah. But it's up to me, like I said, to realize it. And then when I do, I have the options to stick around or to walk away.
Okay, that's if
That's,
you realize it. So
yeah.
when women, because a lot, if whether you realize it or not, a lot of the energy that is put into these conversations are what women do, women respond, and why men should or shouldn't accept it. Am I correct in that assumption?
To a certain degree, I can agree with that.
So women don't have the right to accept or walk away from a man if they want to?
Yeah, they do. But
Or
you
are
have
we
to
not
look.
allowed to do that without first? Wait a minute. Let me finish the question. Are we not allowed to do that without first considering the way we made you feel?
Nope. Because I have a daughter, I have cousins, and I don't preach that. Like you have the right to walk away, and that's why I don't believe in
So
titles
it's more
because
important to you whether the way the man feels rather than the way your daughter feels.
say that again.
It's more important It's more important for a woman to make a man feel comfortable than it is for a man to make a woman feel comfortable.
No, it's not that. I'm saying it's an equal boundary. It's an equal scale. We both
That's
come
not
in,
what you
whoever I
said.
deal with. No, listen,
You
whoever I
haven't
deal with,
discussed things that make men uncomfortable. The only thing that you discussed is what make women seem unsightly to men.
no, I said both. I'm not saying that. I said both sides of the playing field. Women have the right to walk away, and the men do too. If you come up and be straightforward, no game, no script, and just say exactly what you feel in your heart. From that point on, if you decide to share the space with that person, then you have a choice. But I'm not gonna call you my woman and say you're mine. You're not mine. You are the creator that put you here. You and your own personal
That's
shield,
that
that's on you.
that
I don't call no woman mad. I don't do that. Until I meet the
we're
queen
not talking
that
about
fits that
calling
title,
somebody yours.
then
We're talking.
no.
I'm,
Till I meet the
okay,
queen
I
that
get
fits
that.
that
I'm
title,
not
I'm not
talking
I'm not on
about.
it.
Okay, that's great. I'm talking about the totality of the conversation, which
Right.
basically is the women not only control the perception that the man has, the women control the respect that the man has, and the women control the reaction that the man has, and is based on the woman. We have the responsibility of everything. And the only thing that y'all have the responsibility of doing is registering whether or not we being real or not and walking away.
Mm, I think that's kind of like doing what you accusing me of doing as far as
Stuff.
generalization.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
That's
That's
not what I'm
terrible. Because
saying.
women are supposed to be protected by me. You ain't have to say it. Your silence was enough.
No
Your
bullshit.
silence was enough. My
My
question is,
silence.
why is
Mm-mm.
all of the responsibility? I'm gonna be quiet and I'll let you talk and I'll respond when you're done.
Okay, cool. Now, this is me in a nutshell. Period. I'm not putting all the weight on the woman. I'm not transferring a certain amount of energy or responsibility to either side. I'm saying I'm gonna come to you up front, let you know my beliefs and how I feel because I feel so strongly about it. I'm not trying to be your man. I'm gonna be your companion. I'm gonna share your energy. And if we date for over a year, then we can sit down. But even then, if you say, okay, well, baby, I ain't feeling this right now, and I'm gonna go do me, I'm gonna wish you well. I'm still gonna be even when women still get married to this day or be with their niggas to this day, they reach out to me. I ain't never going no fucking well. Only because I did something that no man has ever done for them. Let them completely have their own decision making. And that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not wishing that on everybody else. I'm not forcing my beliefs on everybody else. I'm just saying I suggested it. What would you do if a person just actually kept it completely fucking real?
100.
You feel me?
Oh, man,
Keep that
yes.
And
shit
that's not no
fucking
issue.
That
real.
would be
I've
great.
dealt with men
Yes.
that keep it, I've dealt with men that have kept it real. I've dealt with men that's kept it real. I've dealt with married men. I've dealt with dating men. I've dealt with single men. I've dealt with men that have kept it 100% real. The problem that I'm having in this conversation is that the responsibility is being put mainly on the women as if men don't cheat. Y'all, you are acting as if women are the only ones that's not keeping it real, and that's what's bothering me.
That's not what I'm
No,
saying.
I don't think that he's saying that. I just think that he's saying if both parties, like if men and women, if they could just keep it real 100, like where would things go then? I don't think he's just putting it on just like I don't think it's a woman versus a man thing.
No,
And
it's
that's
not.
that, you know what I'm saying? It's not, oh, women have this responsibility because at the end of the day, you got to think of a man like my son. I got to teach my son that what society believes a man should not cry. A man should not have feelings. A man shouldn't be vulnerable. A man shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? That's not true. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be vulnerable.
I'm
It's
not
okay
teaching
to
my
be
son.
somebody,
I'm
you know
not
what I'm
teaching
saying?
my
But
son nothing about what society sees.
Right. So
That's my
the fact
personal
that
preference. The same way Mr. Wick got his personal preference, I got my personal preference.
But I'm
and
not
that's
putting.
cool.
I just don't want you to walk
And
away
that's cool, but
believing that.
I don't think he wants you to believe like he's putting more pressure on a woman versus because I'm listening to you both, and I feel like every time he says something, you making it seem like, oh well, but women have more. Women we do, but a man does too. If you're screaming women, oh, we have a lot of pressure, we do. Everyday life on top of relationship and keeping that shit together and making sure a man's head is on you and trying to, you know what I'm saying, be the it at the same time and, you know what I'm saying, checking a bitch over there, like, that's a lot of pressure. But it's a lot of pressure on a man, too. It is. And if a
I'm not.
woman
I'm
can be
not.
understanding,
I'm not taking the pressure off a man.
No. I'm not.
Asking him
I'm not.
I'm asking him about the way that he's presented.
No, and that's what I'm saying is like she's
That's
completely
all.
right. She's completely right about what I'm trying to get across to you, pretty nerd. It's not that I'm saying that a woman is wrong for this, that, and the other. I'm actually respecting a woman's complete
yeah,
power. I'm not gonna be that dude. I've been all these type of dudes as I've grown in my life, trying to control, trying to do this, but at the same time, what attracted me to her should have let me know that she wasn't supposed to be controlled in the first fucking place. But somewhere along the line, my pride, my
Facts.
misunderstanding, my trying to, yeah, you already know, and this what it is, and all that goofy ass shit. But in the end, you forcing her to lie. I've been able to be around women and end up being with them sexually simply off the friendship of me allowing them to be who the fuck they really
They
are in
are.
the first
That's a fact.
place.
Facts.
So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not
That's
trying to
how I
push.
do
Yeah,
it.
I wasn't tripping on the sexual aspect of it.
I'm
I
just
wasn't tripping
saying,
on the
I
sexual
he asked
aspect of
me,
it at all. I was
fella
literally
asked
going by
me,
exactly what you were saying.
right, but fella asked me, do I have a problem with that? Sharing my woman. Hell no. And then when my response was, I think a woman is gonna do her thing anyway. I'm not
I'm gonna tell you.
saying
Hey,
that
hey. Let
she's
me
gonna
interject
cheat.
for a second, if you don't mind.
Go ahead,
I'm
brother.
gonna. Hey,
That's
hey,
where
listen, man.
that's
I'm gonna
where I
tell
took
you.
issue.
I'm gonna tell you, man, and that's why I say misconception because that's all life is, man. Like everybody would. That's why I say at the end of the day, you can't do nothing but respect the person's way of life and their upbringing. Because at the end of the day, a person only do what they know. Trial and error. I'm gonna keep on going to that because a person got to understand like the reason why it's like that because some people the way that they upbringing is it's just wrong for them to feel like giving the person that you feel like you're laying with to someone else. It in their mind it is wrong. But guess what? That's their perception. And guess what? In your mind, you feel like, well, shit, it's wrong not to give that person that option. But guess what?
Exactly.
That's your perception. You
Right.
understand? But that was all about how your upbringing was, how you looked at things, how what things you went through, what things that you seen others go through, and there was growth off of that.
That's my point. That's why I've been around too many women. Instead of capitalizing on they hurt and they pain, I actually listen. I'm one of the very few brothers that sit up there and motivate them, not to bash the nigga in pillow talk, but to let her know she's
Right,
great. And one man don't break her. And I ain't even
right,
trying to fuck her. You
right.
understand? And
That's
then
why I
she
just
walks
told my
away
little
feeling
brother,
great.
like, what?
She feeling great. All that pressure, like Lana said, and Pretty Nerd, all this going through this with these kids, going through the regular life. Then you got a nigga that you done found an escape, because basically that's sometimes that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah,
done found something that you feel that's pure to you, that cares about you when the whole world showing you its ass. And then you fall so fucking like deep into a depressive state sometimes, not all the time, but a depressive state. And some people grieve in different ways. Some people get fucked
And
up and
that
listen to
shit on
sad
me too.
music. Some people get mad and say all niggas ain't shit. And some niggas say the same shit about females. But at the same time, if I give you what you supposed to have in the first fucking place, is complete freedom, I'm gonna be the one that get respected. That's why when my
Yeah,
phone
but
ring,
you know
it's
what
broke.
though? But you know what though? Men like that be pissing me off because you give me like the best fucking. We'll say you give me the best fucking meal of my motherfucking life. You give me the ride of my life, and then you be on some. Oh, but you can't have it. Not for yourself. Like all that shit be killing me.
But I'm
Oh,
gonna
that
tell
shit be
you,
killing
but
me
I'm
because
gonna tell
it's
you,
like,
listen,
damn.
I'm gonna give you instructions before you even get on this
I
fucking
don't
line.
have to deal with that because I'm not dealing with none of that shit, nigga. You gonna give me the same thing I'm giving you, or we not giving each other shit. I
No,
don't
no,
want
no, no, no.
your 50% if it's beating my 100 just because you think you doing more than me. That's just me. I don't care.
That
That
what I
we gonna
said.
give each other 100%
That what
or
I
we
It's a
not
said.
gonna
different
give each other
perception, but
shit,
guess
and I'm
what?
cool with
Perception.
that.
That's all
We
it
don't have
is.
to give each other
Perception.
Guess
nothing.
guess
I'm
what?
not
Guess what though?
That's all
you
it
gonna
is.
am I
Guess
gonna
what
fuck around?
though?
But
I'm
I
not
Hey,
love
gonna
guess
stuff
what
fuck
though?
like that
Listen,
around.
because
guess
see,
what
this
though?
is what
I
makes
shut
a
up.
girl color. This is
Let
what
me
color right here. I love it.
But
I
guess
ain't
what?
gonna lie,
Out of
man.
all
Ooh,
them
right.
cats that do all this negative shit, whenever you see me, your face gonna light up. Whenever I come around, your kids gonna exactly know what I am just off my presence alone. I stand alone. I write my own history. This universe is designed to my will. And if I understand that and I act that out, then I am a motherfucking king amongst peasants. That's my belief. And you hear me? Like my women to me, a black woman to me is one of the best
Yeah.
creations on this fucking earth. All the way
Yes, I
down to
just
your
I
to
heard
your to
that.
your to your stretch marks looking like tiger stripes, goddamn it, to whatever the fuck you think that is negative on your body.
Yes,
I'm here to praise
beautiful.
you. I'm that's what I do. Not in the worship state, but to give you the actual
Right.
title that you're supposed to be. And I ain't gonna hold you down. I'm not gonna leash you up. You're not my motherfucking pet. I don't own you. Cause guess what? That's gonna let me know you really love me. If I ain't even gotta chase behind you and look through your motherfucking phone and you still show me
That's how.
respect. I ain't
Big
gotta
And
talk.
I
facts.
love that energy because
I ain't
the
gotta
same
talk.
energy that
I
you
ain't gotta
have,
make
that's
you
I
do
put
shit.
towards
I ain't
you.
gotta
You
press my
hey,
button.
Mr. Witt, I'm gonna tell you, want me to tell you some real shit? What you saying to some people, that shit sound foreign as fuck. You
Yeah,
understand?
but these are the same
No,
people. These are the
I'm
same
telling you
people.
some real shit.
Yeah, yeah, and I fucks with that.
Some people, the way that you are explaining that, it
I'll
sounds
just wait to
foreign.
be able to get a complete
You understand?
thought before I get
And
able to
guess
talk.
what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with not being able to understand another person's way of life. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Because at the end of the day, they might not understand yours. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Because what you're saying to them sounds foreign. Ain't nothing
But
wrong
I
with it.
But see,
receive it. I'ma
that's when
receive the
understanding,
information.
I
when you
receive it. That's
understand
right.
that
That's
other
right.
people ain't gonna understand how you view things, that's understanding is, oh my, I love understanding. Because when you understand that somebody else's views is not gonna be the same views that you have, and your view is not the same view that I have, but we still can understand that we're both different, and we understand. I love that. I love that. That's what's going on right now, and I like all of that. I
Hey,
love the
far as
fact that
pretty
y'all have
nerd,
different
far as
views,
pretty nerd
but
go,
we still got windows out. That's the only thing we got in common. Your view over there, my view over here. My windows look rectangle. Yours might look fluorescent, whatever. Yours might look red. It don't matter.
but
We
see, I
still got
got
a
room
view,
in my heart. I
and
got
I
room in
love
my
that.
heart for
I love
all of
that.
them. I love who Pretty
I
Nerd
love
is.
that. Still
I
got a
love
view.
the what
It's
she
your
does and
view,
how she
but
expresses her
it's
views.
still a view. Yeah,
But at the
yeah.
same time, that doesn't mean that I have to like I respect her mind so much that I tell her exactly how I
Right,
feel. You feel me?
right.
And even though what we're doing on this panel, she's expressing her point of view and the passion that she has for her point of view, how she takes her
But
time
I love her
to
passion now.
present it, all of that shit is a seed being planted in my head. You understand? Even if
Yeah,
I'm saying that I don't receive it right now, I ain't closing my ears. So later
right.
on, some of the shit that she says is gonna pop back up in my head. And I understand that. I'm just saying for me, I'm one of the men that's able to say with my own personal experience, I've been through a hell of a lot of shit, right? That's going against the bro code. Hey man, fuck you talking all that? Fuck that. I ain't afraid of
Right.
nobody. I ain't afraid of no judgment. I was born a male, but I grew to be a man. So I stand alone and regardless. But what I'm saying is, I'm giving a person room to show me. Fuck me talking. Two eyes, two ears, one mouth. Fuck me talking. I'm gonna say strategically what I want to know in question form. As soon as I meet your motherfucking ass, and I'm entitled to do that because this is my life, not just yours. If I'm talking to you, trying to get to know you, and whatever you speak to me, if I disagree, I don't have to walk away and say, "Bitch, this bitch." All right, baby, you have a nice day. You know what I'm saying? And then I go about my way. I have that choice to use these 2 feet about face and walk in a whole nother path. If that path is drawing me, I'm cool with it. So me and her, we always disagree, but that's my motherfucking nigga. And I ain't saying Nigga, I'm saying Nicca. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I just not too long ago met her, but that's my sister. And that's what I'm saying. I ain't away from the points. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with everything that people are saying. I'm just saying I give you complete freedom. Do as thou will. Please show me. That's it.
At the end of the day, all I'm saying is ain't nobody's opinions wrong. Everybody comes from different walks of life. Everybody, was raised different. Everybody came up different with different thought process of what they feel is right for them and what fits their life. Ain't nothing wrong with it. So, I agree with everybody's opinion. You ask me.
Man, fella, you hear this shit? This is awesome. Fella T,
I would like to talk eventually, but carry on.
it's birthday hour. Ain't no telling what he done. Hey man, Talk TV Live. Anybody listening, man, you want to promote your stuff, you want to get it out here, you want to come on the panel and talk about how you feel. No matter what it is, you can express yourself. There's no hold bar. We ask that you understand that the words that you speak are powerful. So be mindful before you say anything on this channel, and walk with what I'm saying, a cool understanding and a great vibe, man. This is for you if you willing. Talk TV Live. Round table, pretty nerd.
The
I
round
Am I
see.
table.
am I allowed to talk now?
We got the mic is
Am
moving
I
slow. I
allowed to
can.
talk now?
Oh yeah, go ahead, break it down. I'm shutting the fuck up.
I'm allowed to talk now?
Girl,
Are we sure?
if you don't talk, girl,
I just got to be careful because, apparently, I
go
know
on, you
my
can
opinion
breathe.
is the most opposed. And I want to be okay that it's all right for me to talk before I get to talking. And,
I ain't gonna say shit.
you know,
I'm gonna ring the bell right now. Ding, go ahead.
okay. So, it's amazing to me. I'm not even going to say that. I'll retract that. All I'm going to say is my perception is no more of an absolute reality than anybody else's. Mr. Witt can have had many, many relationships with women. That does not mean that he knows all women. And I can have relationships with a ton of men. That does not mean that I know all men. My issue has always been and will always be generalizations. I don't like the idea of people coming onto the panel and saying all women are going to cheat if you allow them to cheat. No more than I would accept anybody saying all men are cheaters and they should just be allowed to cheat. I don't accept either or stances. Your personal experience with people and the people that you pick is not an absolute reality. I'm going to stand on that. I don't care if nobody on the entire panel agrees with me. Your experience is not an absolute reality. That is the seriousness of the situation and the amount of misinformation that we can put out by saying black men do this, black women do this, or simply all men do this and all women do this, but I allow them so it makes it cool. I don't allow them so that makes me strong. I allow them, but that makes me understanding. I don't allow them, but that makes my fence be all of that is misunderstanding of a person because people are individuals. Each and every person is an individual. Nobody handles every situation the same way, and nobody handles other people's situation the same way that that person handled the situation. My issue is putting people into this box that if you believe this, you should act like this. If you think this, then you should act like this. If you love this, then this is the only way that you could act if you possibly love this. This is the only way that you could act if you possibly think this way. That is a misconception. And what we need to do as people is learn people as individuals instead of trying to put everybody in this box that we done been through. Oh, I've been hurt. So if it look like this, then everybody act like this. Oh, when this man did this to me, that means he used to do this. So that means that's exactly what you doing. That's not fair. It's not fair to charge people or make other people pay for what somebody else put you through. That's not to me. That's a personal opinion. Everybody doesn't have to think that way. I don't want for everybody to think the same way as me. But I feel like it's unfair that if I don't answer my phone because I was asleep, that you feel like I'm cheating because the woman that you dealt with before me, the last 3 women that you dealt with before me, only didn't answer their phone when they were cheating. So because of that, when you don't answer your phone, all women are cheating. So we're now all in that box because of your experience. And now all women are gonna do whatever they gonna do because that's your experience, and that's not fair to women who build their life on being wives and being independent thinking and being faithful. It's just not fair. I'm not saying that your experience is invalid. I'm simply saying that generalizing all women into a box is dangerous because all women do not think and behave like all of the women you dealt with. The same way you want for us to understand that the men that put us under constraint and the men that put us under restraint are not you who allow us to be free and live our lives the way we want to. Everybody is an individual. And the minute we start treating each other as individuals and not colors, sexes, and boxes, we'll be okay.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, pretty no. I respect everything you saying. I would never, be on some stuff like, cause I'm very open to anybody's opinions, facts,
Right.
understandings, beliefs. You know what I mean? But the topic I think that he was speaking on was, just a person's free will. You're not saying that the person cheating, because because we, when I think that's why I'm real big on the label. I really hate the label thing. That's me. I don't know. It may, that's maybe me, but I really hate
I hate
labels. Because when you do labels,
I
that's when
hate
you start.
I
That's
hate the
when
generalizations. I
uh,
hate labels.
that's when you start all the division and all of that stuff. It's just like okay, you say relationship, then you want to throw cheating in there. But if you want to throw a relationship in there, you couldn't be no cheating. What I'm saying is like at the end of the day,
I
if
know.
you
I
give
mean,
a person
let me ask you
just hear
this
me
though.
out. Hold
Uh
on,
huh.
hold on. I'm about to be done in like 2 seconds. But look,
Go ahead.
if you give a person, like he was saying, you give a person free will, it's not cheating. Because if you making a decision based off of whatever it is, an emotion, a spirit, a moment,
whatever the decision that you decide to make at that time, it's not considered cheating. It's a decision that you made as a responsible adult. You wanted to do something that you wanted to do at that time, no matter how long that time took. You know what I'm saying? It could have took a day. It could have took a year, a month. You know what I'm saying? But you couldn't put no label on it unless you say, okay, I'm in a relationship with this person. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to get to understand is, like he was saying, if we all open to the idea of, okay, you doing you, I'm doing me, and then we come to that conclusion whenever we come to it. But right now, if you deal, or if I deal, you know what I mean, are you okay with the fact of knowing, or understanding that person, of doing anything else, and you really care about this person? Are you okay with that person going outside doing whatever? Like, I think that was the question.
And I
If
feel
I
like
mean, Mr.
some
Witt,
women,
correct
I
me if I'm
feel like
wrong.
honestly, I feel like
it,
some
You hit
women
it on the
can
head.
deal with it, but at the end of the day,
Okay.
it hurts. It hurts. Like that's like you having your favorite toy, and you've been playing with this toy, and your mom's like, "Oh, well, look, the next door neighbor came around and they want to play with your toy. You need to go let them play with your toy." And you like, "What? This is my favorite toy. I got like 500 toys, but this is my favorite toy. It's 500 other toys that you can play with that are mine, but I want this is my favorite toy." And your mom's like, "Well, you need to share. You
Uh,
can share. You can physically do that. You can do that, but it's gonna hurt.
and that
It's
proves
gonna
my
hurt.
point.
And can you hide your hurt?
Right.
Can you hide your hurt well enough for you to get through this?"
But that proves my
Like,
point because you looking
let's
at a
just
person,
well,
you
be
looking
I
at
don't
real,
a
be
person,
very
I don't
honest.
feel like
you looking at a person like a possession.
this is my thing.
That's
Like,
right.
I don't feel like people need to
That's all it
hide
is,
their.
man.
I don't feel like they need to hide their hurt. The wording that was used was that you're not woman enough to accept it, and I'm woman
I
enough
never
to
said
know
not,
what
not.
I'm
I
not
asked.
wanting to
It,
accept. That's what I'm
it's
trying to
not
I
say.
it's
asked.
not really woman or man enough, because I'm gonna tell you something, man. As you know, even as a child, like as a baby, man, we are taught this, and
I'm
it
just
ain't
going
nothing
by the
wrong with it, because
wording that
that's
was
how,
used.
I
as
said,
a baby,
are
man,
you woman
you
enough?
know,
That's what I said. I said, are you woman enough? I wasn't belittling who she is if she can't make that decision. That's not what I'm saying. I'm
What
saying
I'm
like
saying
I'm
is that
saying,
has nothing to do with being woman enough. That
okay,
that
but
has
listen,
nothing to do with being
That's
enough
true.
of a woman.
listen,
Come on,
listen,
nerd.
Either
That's true.
accept it or you don't accept it. That doesn't have anything to do with your
but
womanhood. That's all
listen,
I'm saying.
listen.
That's all
I
I'm
was
saying.
using
It
I
has
hear
nothing to
you.
do with your womanhood. You're accepting it or not accepting it is preference.
Right, I hear you and I hear you, but my what I was trying to relay across, maybe it's the word because you hung up on that word, so I'll change it.
Yeah.
Are you right
Can
with
you
yourself?
handle? Can you handle the truth? Can you brace yourself for
No,
this?
listen, are
Yeah.
you right with yourself? Do you love yourself more than see? Because see, this is what from like I say from my own personal experience. I've been through all of that shit, man. I've been through all of that shit. And what I've learned is I allow a person to be a person. Instead of asking a liar to tell me the truth, I'm allow you to show me with your actions if you're lying or if you're truthful. You feel me? And then I have the decision to make from that point on. I'm not putting it all on the women. I'm not a woman. This show today was for the women. I came up with the idea. So I'm not against the woman. I'm saying when people start speaking on hurt and all that, a person can only do what you allow them to do to you. You
Yep.
understand?
So true.
So when I look at it, I evaluate the situation. I don't go in off emotion and being blinded and saying we gonna do this for 20 minutes because I didn't learn. You know why? I got kids behind those decisions. So I
But
live
it's
with
gonna
the
be. It's
decision.
really hard to just get women's perspective because every woman is different. Like it's certain
Right,
things
but
that
it's I'm
I
not
agree
putting
with Pretty Nerd on. I agree on a lot of things, but it's certain things that
Thank
I
you.
feel different on how she feels. But I can respect how she feels because that's how she feels. Don't make it right, don't make it wrong. It's just
no,
how she feels.
no,
Now we
and,
gonna
and
agree on some things. We not gonna agree on some things, but
right, we're gonna agree. We're
can we
gonna
be
agree.
adult enough to respect how you feel?
That's the word.
You know what I'm saying?
The adult enough,
Can we do that?
adult
Because a lot of
mature enough.
adults be like, well, I don't think that way, so that's wrong. No, it's not wrong. It's just you don't think that way.
And every time I
No,
spoke,
I'm completely.
every
I'm
time I
completely.
spoke, I always said
respect
my
other.
experience.
Other people.
I'm not generalizing people. I've always spoken and said it's from my
Mhm.
experience.
Right.
You feel me?
And you can only speak
I'm
from your
just saying.
experience because you can't
Right.
live nobody else's life but your own life. So who can
I
you
was
go off
just
on?
commenting,
Yours,
and this is,
your experience.
Exactly.
and
But
I
this is what I'm
said
trying to
that.
say. I love.
I absolutely, I said that. I absolutely said that. That's your reality. I said that.
Right.
I never
And
disagreed with that.
we gonna agree to disagree. But
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
end it
nobody
off.
ever said no. I don't think anyone said disagreed or agreed. It's
No,
just
no, no.
we
I'm
getting all
talking about as
talking.
far as me and her. Like I don't want to like because I keep going back on certain things that she's saying because I don't never want her to feel that
A
she's
certain type of way.
not just so much a certain type of way. She's speaking for a reason, and like I say,
Yeah.
it's against my beliefs to not listen and act and understand or try to at least try to understand where she's coming from because that's what make the unity between sexes. You
Yeah.
understand?
I
And
agree.
this is the point that I'm basically trying to prove. Maybe the words that I used were a little misleading, and I apologize. But I'm trying to trying to convey my point across in a better way.
Say this.
I'm loving. I love all
Let me
that
say this.
loves me.
Let me say this. Out of love. Are we giving our kids these same principles that we believe in as individuals? Because all this shit sounds personal.
Right, but
So
in
it's
the end, hell yeah, you
I
are.
do.
You
so
are
I'm
because if your
asking.
I give
kids
my
are bad,
children,
Listen. We passing this along. You think
individuals.
you tell your kids everybody gonna do them? Uh, love is only this. You share everything. Pass them same principles down to your
I'm
kids.
teaching. I tell my kids to do what they want and how they feel about life because it's their decisions. I'll try to warn them that decisions are concrete soon as you make them, so understand the repercussions behind them. But at the
Yes.
same time, I can say all that shit.
You tap
They
dancing.
learn from you. They
I
listen.
asked you, do you pass those same principles that you just got to
Definitely tap
speaking on for
Yes.
30
No,
to
I ain't. Well, call me Gregory Hines then, nigga, because nigga, I'm finna tap dance all the way
you,
to the
you
truth.
tell your
I'm
children
telling
to
you.
never love one person. Never
No,
put all your eggs in one basket.
I can say all that shit, but they gonna do what they see me do if they're around me all the time. That's what I'm saying. I can say
Are
do the
you
right thing
teaching them that? That's the question he
in
asked
some
you,
way,
not
shape, or
whether or not
form.
they're gonna
Yes,
do it. Are you teaching them?
And
Okay,
that
yes,
let
in
me
some
ask
way,
you
and
this:
shape, or
if
that
the
form.
things
is
that
Yes.
your
wrong.
mama
And
taught
if
you,
you want to say something
have
that's
you
right
put
and
that in
wrong,
your
that
life?
is wrong, bro.
Have you
That
No,
is
used
say
that
it
in your
again.
life? The
Say it
things that your
again. Say
mama
it
have
again.
taught you, do you use it in your life? Because our mothers and our dads teach us things, but it's up to us to take it and receive it and put it in our life. Like my mom can teach me to
to
drink
give you
water.
some.
That don't
Listen,
mean I'm gonna
this
drink
what
that
I'm
water.
saying,
You know?
Lana. This what I'm saying, Lana. For your
Okay.
parents to give you something that happened to them
I teach my
personally,
kids the same thing my mom and my daddy teach me, and anything I didn't. Mm-hmm.
but they ain't
Yeah,
teaching you
I
shit
have.
that happened to them personally from a personal hurt. Man, son, trust
I,
none.
I'm
Stay with
not. I
that.
don't do that.
Fuck
I don't do
everybody.
that.
Da, da,
I
da, da,
don't do that.
Cause
I
something
don't do
Yeah.
that.
happened to
You
me
know what?
personally. You
You
don't
know
teach
I
what?
your
don't
That
kids
do
is.
that.
shit like that.
Yeah.
That is wrong. That
That
Yeah,
is
it
is.
is, but I ain't doing
Yeah.
that. I'm not doing that. You know me
That's
personally. I
right.
don't do that.
because your kids
But
might not
I don't.
ever feel that same thing you
But
felt.
you on the
Ever.
Right, true.
platform
But
That's
preaching
I'm
true.
that.
not doing
But
that.
you're preaching that.
I'm
But you
not
tell
doing
them.
that.
But you
Yo, hold
tell
on. He
them.
knows me.
You're on the
He knows
platform
me.
doing that.
Yeah, but regardless if I'm on the platform doing that, I'm just voicing my
No, I'm
personal
not talking
opinion.
about
It's like,
your children. I'm talking about the platform.
right, you said platform, right?
Right, we all
My
the
thing, my thing is,
that's all.
when I come on this platform, I use the same mentality that I teach my children, which is individuality.
Mhm.
Don't put people in a box. Learn to understand people for themselves, not based on your personal experience. Things that you've
Your
gone
own
through are there to
person.
teach you.
Hmm.
Are there to teach you, not there to mold your mind to everybody that's around you. It's just to teach you based on that experience. So the same thing I'm preaching to y'all on this platform is the same exact thing I teach my children.
Mm-hmm.
Tolerance, that people are
Me too.
individuals, and the things that you learn at home are not necessarily the things that other people learn at home, and the things that they cultivate in their knowledge may not be expressed in the same way that you're accustomed to
Hey,
expressing
fella.
it. So what
Hey,
you express
fella.
as freedom, they might not express as freedom, and it's your job to respect that and to
Hey,
understand
fella.
that.
I'm teaching. You know me. I teach my kids this simple things, man. No woman that you ever date is your possession. Period. She is not your possession, man. She has her own mind, her own limbs, appendages, all that shit. That is hers. It is never yours. You are sharing her energy. And understand that the moments that you spend with her is exactly what it is. Moments. It's up to you to make the best of it. Or if it's not what you or what you want from her, then you have the right to walk away, but you do not have the right to try to control her and make her conform to what you believe. And that's what I teach my kids, the free will and understand the responsibilities behind your decisions because they are concrete. Period. That's how I raise my kids. And that's what I'm saying today on the panel.
You're gonna teach.
And guess what?
It's
Ain't none of
I
y'all
don't want to
ways
teach
is
people
wrong.
possession.
Ain't none of them.
I understand that. I agree with that to a certain extent. I don't agree with possession, but I don't want to teach somebody that if they're in a relationship with somebody that it don't matter what they do. In a relationship, it's your job to respect me as much as it is to respect you. It's your job to get to know me the same way that it's my
And
job
when
to
you're
get to
not
know
getting
you. And
respected,
if
pretty
we are in
nerd,
a committed relationship, I cannot expect you to disrespect me by being in a
right,
relationship with somebody else. That's not committed, and that's not what we discussed, and that's not what we agreed to.
right.
You
And
can't
when you
tell
feel
me that because other people cheat, if you cheat, then that makes it okay because that's the way of the world. No,
no,
I'm not gonna teach my kids that.
check it out. And when you feel that you're being disrespected and the
You
person
feel
is going
somebody
against what
that cheats
they
to be
agreed
older
on,
than
what
you
you
and you
gonna do?
move around.
There you go. There you go. That's
You
it
all
right there.
move
That's it right there.
around.
That's it. I'm not gonna judge you
No, that's
and
not. But
tweak
that's
on
not
you.
what we're teaching.
Nah, I'm not tweaking on no woman, man.
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
can
I love
judge you
myself.
if you sit and listen. But listen, let me explain. Let me explain. If you sit down and have a conversation with me and tell me that we're exclusive to one another, and you decide that you no longer want to be exclusive to me in secret, I have the absolute right to judge you.
Right. We're saying that. Listen, I told
I
you
have the
when the man.
absolute motherfucking right to judge you.
Right. But guess what he didn't do? He didn't come to you real from the jump. That's what I'm talking about. See, I think my point is getting like jumped over. I'm talking about
He
sitting
might
down
no,
with that
that's not
woman.
true. That's not true. That's not
Listen,
true. Let me tell you something about human beings. Human beings are finicky. What you feel today, you might not feel tomorrow. What you feel tomorrow, you might not feel for a week from now. What the guarantee is the resolve. If you
and you
tell
have the
me you're
freedom.
not going to do something and you do it, you wrong. You wrong flat out.
Yeah,
There
and
is
you have
no
the freedom to
explanation
walk
for it.
away.
There's no rationale. There's no dancing around it. There's no making it okay. There's no real from the jump. From the jump, he was real because in the beginning, he felt like he was gonna be faithful to me. So that's what the fuck he
No,
told me. From the jump,
no,
he was real. But when it
I'm talking
switched,
about
he
being
didn't stick
real.
to his resolve.
That's personal. No, listen, I ain't tap dancing. What I mean by saying being real is saying up front who he
Again, I'm
really
saying, what about
is.
people that think they being real? What
No,
about
listen,
people that think they being
listen.
real, Mr. Will?
I know the think part, but I'm talking about what I'm doing right now in this panel, telling you the honest, straight to the floor truth. It's up to you to accept it, but either way, it's already been told to you. That's what I mean by being real. Before we even get to the point
That's
of exclusive, before we
that's
even get to
fine,
the
Mr.
point of
Will.
this,
We talking about a round table of rating. We talking about a round table.
right? I'm
We
not
not
talking
talking
about that
about
cheating
just
shit.
you.
No,
I'm
I ain't talking about
saying
that cheating shit.
you just said out your mouth. You said out your mouth a motherfucker not being real with you from the gate. And I just asked you, what if they were? What if
No,
they were
I'm talking
being
about
real from the gate and at the gate
you're
they
talking
decided
about
they was gonna be?
You talking about the personal, like the feeling and the vibration at that time. Yeah, they might have meant that shit at the time, and
I'm
true,
not
people
talking
are
about
finicky.
personal. I'm
I'm
not
talking about
talking about
people.
personal.
I'm talking about
I'm not
people are
talking about
finicky.
personal.
Listen, people are finicky,
I'm talking
but I'm
about
talking about keeping
if
it
a
like,
man meets you and he
mm,
fall in love with you and he feel like he's gonna be real with you from the gate. He feel
mm-mm.
like this is it. He feel
Watch
like you the
this.
one. And 6
Watch
months
this.
from now he
Watch this.
decides that you the one.
Watch this.
Was he not
I'll
being
sum it
real?
up. I'll sum it up right here. I'm gonna give my final thought on this shit. Right? People lie because they're afraid. Right? That's just how it goes. Because if you're not afraid, you're gonna be so quick to tell a motherfucker straight out the door what it is. Now, when people hook up, yes, people do fall in love. People do say certain things and promise certain things. My point is, I've learned that if that's where the problem is, that's the fucking problem. Trying to live up to some shit that you already agreed on because you was feeling a certain way at the time. Instead of saying, look, either if this shit work or don't work, you still have the freedom to do as you please. My
Right.
thing is talk to me up front. Tell me what the fuck
Let
you
me
on.
know.
Cause
Right.
I
So
ain't trying to be on no goofy ass shit. I got kids. I ain't trying to lose my life. I ain't just
don't
talking about
nobody got
disease.
time to be
I'm talking about
read mind reading. Don't nobody have no mind reading stuff. So
right.
if you
So
don't
I'm
allow
telling
me to
you
be understanding, how am I going to be understanding if you don't allow me to be understanding? You have to
exactly.
open
So
up. You have to
that's what I'm saying.
open your mouth, and tell me how you feel. But that's
That's what
that's
I'm
when
saying. Because either
adulthood
way it
plays
go,
a part.
when you lay down with a woman, it's a contract.
Right.
Whether you say something or not. Spirits and soul, electricity, everything is being passed along to the next body.
That is
So
true.
that's somewhat of a marriage right there in itself. Irregardless if you agree to, oh, well, we ain't this and this, that, and the other, but then in the end, somebody catching feelings somewhere. So you still
Yeah.
have to be
Especially
100.
when that vibe is off the
Right,
what off the meter.
right,
Of course.
right.
You
But you
you
have to
can't help it.
stand
That's
on
just
the,
part
you
of you
have to
being
stand on the
human.
real shit and show that person the respect. The only
Yeah.
thing you can't argue with is the motherfucking truth. You might dislike it. It might be bitter going down, but nigga, you still gonna take it.
Yeah.
And it's all about your delivery. So that's what I keep saying, the upfront part. I'm
Yeah.
gonna still be respectful. I'm gonna still encourage you. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that's what's gonna keep you fucking with me. You understand? Because all
Mhm.
these other niggas feel that they gotta script you. And I ain't gonna say all these other niggas because I know Nisha don't like generalization, but I'm gonna say some people. Hey,
I don't like it.
Yep. He already said
right. So
it.
some people choose to spin you and use script and use the worldly way of things. I'm not. I'm moving on the spiritual plane at this point in my life. And I understand energy is the ruler of all. And all I gotta do is open my eye to see it. And regardless of whatever mask you wear, I'm gonna feel you. I'm gonna feel you. I'm gonna feel everything because I put it out in the universe for me to feel that.
Right.
And can't nobody knock me off my pedestal. Only way a motherfucker can come close if I allow him to. And even if I do get knocked down, I have the discipline to not hold a grudge against you. Just understand what my fault was, and you can't get that close the next time. And I'm gonna climb back up there.
See, that,
I'm
that's
not.
the problem right there. This defensive ass attitude where it's like, damn, I let you get too close. Nigga, that's called life. How about it?
No, did you hear what I said? I said a person can only do to you
Listen,
what you allow
Number
them
one,
to do.
I'm listening
you
to you.
shouldn't be
Look,
sharing your energy with anybody. If you on a spiritual level, you should
No,
be able to have
right.
discernment.
I'm
And
not.
discernment will not allow you to just be sharing your energy with just any
You
old
have to
body.
step out, right, and you have to step out true. I'm gonna address fella first. You have to step out true, but I just said I can't get mad that you did what you did if you chose to do something negative towards me. I allowed you. I'm not gonna get mad and hold a
but
grudge.
you
I'm
go
just gonna
use the
figure it out.
negative. You using negative when you want to. So you placing it in and out when you want to. So when
Not
something
true. I'm saying both. I'm saying both. I'm
with it, you
saying negative. I'm
negative.
saying negative and
You
good.
ain't fuck with
Good.
it. You like, yeah, that's negative towards me. Ain't none of
No,
this
but
shit
see, it's just like
negative. It's
it's
all
just like you being a pessimist though. It's the same shit, bro. I'm
it's all
saying I'm
I'm telling you as a pessimist, it's all lessons. any and everything you go through,
Right.
but really it's all a
Okay.
lesson.
Okay.
So
It's all a lesson, and I agree.
that lesson again.
Okay, I was just gonna say
Hold
that.
on. Wait.
It's all
It's a lesson. I
right.
agree, but I just want to say this. I think I said it wrong. I'm gonna say this. I'm aiming for the balance. I'm aiming for the balance, right? And right now, I have a balance in my life, and I have a different understanding. I have a different walk of life that I'm trying to pursue. So anything that offsets that balance, if it's breaking me from my goal, I can't get mad because I allowed it in my circle.
It's
I'm
a
not
different thing.
disagreeing.
I ain't mad at that. You got discipline because you got a goal. You trying to obtain this goal. You focus. I ain't mad at that. I'm
Right.
telling you, if you meet a young lady tomorrow and you feel a certain kind of way, for you to say, man, I ain't fucking with that
No,
because
no,
it's
no.
personal shit is what I'm
No, no,
talking
no, no. I'm gonna fuck with
about.
it, but guess what? It's gonna be the rules, just like every sister on this panel. Just like every sister on this panel has rules, bro. It's gonna be the same rules. I'm going to deal with you at my own discretion, true, but it's gonna be at least a year before I
We
call that
passed
woman
that.
my
That's what I'm
woman.
saying.
I'm not finna fuck.
Yeah,
At least it's gonna be
nobody
at
got
least a
time to
year.
be talking to no nigga for no year trying to figure out if we.
No, we're doing the same shit. See,
What the
this
fuck
the
you
thing,
saying?
right? People already doing the same shit in the relationship, even when they're not. It's just that, like Pretty Nerd said, you sit down and you agree to be exclusive. So we're gonna build. You're gonna deal with me regardless because we ain't putting no title on it. I'm talking about we still doing the same shit. I'm showing you your respect. I'm giving you what
For
you asking me for.
365
But
days,
again,
we
I
can.
feel like when you put a title on it, it's an understanding on it. Like my thing is this: if you don't put a title on who you are in life, like my mama used to tell me, I'm not your friend. I'm your mama. My
Come on.
title is your mama. I'm not your friend.
So for a whole
That's
year,
what God
right?
put you in the world
But check
with.
it out. Check it
Hold
But
out,
on.
right?
hold on,
Hold on.
listen.
About this
What's
month.
Hold on, listen.
real
Hold
don't
on,
need to
listen.
be
Now, when you in a
explained.
relationship, hold on. Now, when you in a relationship, and that's any relationship, a friendship, that's the relationship.
Bullshit.
When you're in a relationship, and I tell you we're exclusively dating, that means that I put no other man before you. That means that you are important to me.
Right.
I'm
And
gonna
if
need
you
that
tell
same
me that,
thing.
right?
I
Look, check
work. Hold
this
on.
out.
I need that same thing. That means
Now
that
look, and you just
that
told me that, right?
title of I'm the man, I'm his wife. I earned that
Look,
title. I'm not just
listen,
his
listen,
friend.
listen,
I'm
listen.
his
And you
wife.
telling me that. You telling me that, and I'm gonna tell you this, right? I understand your point of view. I
Just like
feel
a
the same
thief.
way.
If you don't put a
Listen,
title on it, how would you not know that's a thief?
listen.
If someone told you that that's a pedophile, if he didn't have that
I'm not
title of a
finna
pedophile, how
agree.
would I not know that's a pedophile? Titles
I'm not
bring
saying that I
understanding.
won't change my mind. I'm not saying
No,
that.
no, no.
I'm
You
not
shouldn't. You
saying that.
shouldn't. And that's just
I'm
how I
not
feel.
saying that. I grow. No, no, as I grow, like in order to accept growth, you must accept change. So I'm not saying that
Yeah.
my mind frame is gonna be the same. Like she said, we are finicky people, things change, man.
Right.
But at the same time, right now, I'm going to be that man in your life. And if you want to be exclusive, like say for instance, you don't want to be in a relationship, but nigga, we laying down every day, we fucking, right?
Right.
You already know we done fucked up one day and said, okay, we ain't wearing no rubbers because we fucked up. It was like you say, one of them fun nights, right?
Hmm.
Now, from that point on, it should be a discussion on if you do have sex. You know what I'm saying? Would you come to me and tell me, do you respect the fact that we ain't using rubbers at this point? Do you feel that it's okay for you to go out and do that with somebody else? I'm going to be the dude that asks that shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm not finna just assume the shit just because we've been
Okay,
fucking for so long.
but then that comes with peep and game. When you
You
in this
probably
world,
should
you
have
gotta
been
peep
that
game.
way
Now,
before you stuck that raw dick in her.
if I stood up here and I met you one day,
Nah, bullshit
don't
happens,
mean
man.
I
Probably should
mean
have waited till after you.
clearly I'm okay with that.
That one time, man, we all get listen. That one motherfucking time, I ain't saying we just going in there and I just fucked the raw off back. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we done did our thing, but at one point we done slipped up and not did it no more. Eventually, like that's when people use up. Eventually, they not using it no more. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that shit happens. I'm talking about that. I'm just saying I want to make it
No,
perfectly clear where we stand. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Make it perfectly clear where we stand.
And it should have been made
But where we stand,
clear
that's
before
still
you took
putting
that condom
that
off.
title.
You should be
If where we
perfectly
stand
clear.
is
It should be
understanding
perfectly
that's the
clear before
title.
that
Yeah,
condom
shoulda,
comes
coulda,
off.
woulda. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shit.
And this is the
Shoulda, coulda,
problem that
woulda.
we're having is that too many people are having situationships where they don't know what the fuck is going on. They don't know what to be looking for. They don't know what's happening. They're just dealing and going through the motions and then getting mad when shit don't go their way.
That's why you need that understanding. So
That's
you know
ignorance.
where to go. Because
That
I've
don't
been
have
in a
nothing to
I've
do
been in
with
a place where
power.
I've been in a
That don't have
relationship
nothing
with
to
a
do with
dude,
position.
and it's just
That
that.
don't have nothing to do.
You right. You hit it. That's where the
That's the
understanding come in.
situationship. It is what it is.
That's where the understanding
That's
come
the
in. Like I said, in the
situationship.
future,
But
if
when
my
you're
But
in a
creator sends me,
that's
when you
still
are
to
in
me
a
that's still a
relationship,
title. Like, I don't know.
it's a title. It's gonna be
It's just not.
there.
It's just I feel like people
I
put so much stress on title. Like
But
the word title itself. Like title is just an understanding. Title is we know what the
you
fuck
know what the
we
word
know what
title
it
is
is.
to me
We know
is
what it
what you
is.
get
yeah,
when you
Like
buy a
I
it's
car.
a
really
title
feel
of
like
milk. I know if I open
being
up this
on
carton, it's gonna be milk because that title tells me it's gonna be milk. If I open up if I go and talk to this dude and he says, "Hey, I want to be
no,
single, but I want to have
I
fun,"
feel like
that's the title of that's the fuck shit.
You know what
That's the
title
fuck
means
shit.
to me? Title means what you get when you buy a car.
Yeah.
You feel me? I want to
But
give you your
it don't
respect for
necessarily
jump.
have to
I
okay,
be
want to
y'all.
give you
bad
your
You,
though.
respect for jump.
you know
It
what I
don't
think?
have to be bad though. It's just understanding. Like,
You know what I think a title means to me? It's an understanding. A title is an
yes,
understanding.
thank
It's
you.
not a deed.
Come on,
It's
pretty
not
nerd.
ownership. It's an understanding. You sat down and you talked to each other and you explained exactly what your position was. And
Right.
if y'all agree with that, then that's fine. I'm not
Right.
judging
Because
people that
it's
agree to be
I'm not
buddies
saying
on
that
that
it's not
level.
bad, but it's
I'm
okay
judging
to know.
nobody that agree to be
There
a
you
gentleman
go.
or there. If
That's
that's
right.
what you
It's
agree
okay to
to,
know where
that's
you
what
are
you
with
agree
somebody.
to. What I don't, what I'm judging, exactly. What I'm judging is when people have an agreement to be exclusive to somebody and they choose to go another route and they don't have that conversation with the other person. I'm judging. When you let somebody believe that they're your everything and your anything and you switch up, I'm judging you. I have the fucking right to. There is no men can do whatever they want, but if a woman do it, it's bad. And I'm not saying that that's what you're doing, Mr. Witt. I'm not talking about you in general. I'm saying that's the perception that society gives you. Society gives you the perception that men with multiple women are players and women with multiple men are whores.
Yeah.
So when a man catches a woman with another man, she's considered a hoe. When a man is caught with another woman, he's polygamous. There's a
Okay.
different perception
I
that's
get
given
now
to
I
the
understand where
world
you're coming
that
Nah,
is
I
from with
think that's a
that.
fair.
generalization.
Okay, that's your topic. I get what she's saying now. I get what you're saying, girl. I get what you're saying. I
But
got
see,
you.
that's
This
never
is where
what I
I'm coming. And
said.
this is and it's
That's
a
never
sub.
was the topic.
I
That's
know
never
it
that's
wasn't, but
Now listen.
that's
Hold
where
on,
her
Mr. Witt,
passion is
because
at.
that's exactly no. That's exactly what you said subconsciously. And this is the problem that I'm having is
damn.
that men have a subconscious mindset that they do not address, that they do not look at, that they don't feel like it's subconscious. And we will go to the talking point. This is what I'm saying. The same way we look at racism and we say, if you wasn't a racist, you would have never said that. If you wasn't a racist, you would have never had this even thought process to put these words together. So I'm saying to you, you sat here and you said that a woman sleeping with another man is doing wrong. That was your choice of words because that's your
That's not what I
subconscious.
said, man.
But when it came to a man sleeping with another woman, the concept was, are you woman enough to accept it? When
I
it
said
came to
both
a
of them.
man, it wasn't about him being man enough to
It
accept it.
is.
It was
It
a woman
is.
doing wrong. That was the
No,
word.
it's no. I never said a woman doing wrong. You mixing my fucking words. Like I'm saying
That
that
is
a man
exactly what
is
you said.
judged. No, and I also came behind it and said that it's an even playing field. I'm not saying that because you brought that point back up before, and I'm not saying that. I corrected that and let you know that that wasn't my intention. I'm saying that it's an even playing field, man. I'm
No,
not
I
giving
get you
you. I'm
correctly.
not
I
trying to.
get that.
I'm not trying to
I
push the
just
shit
was
no
saying
further.
where I got triggered from.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm not pushing that
No,
shit no further.
and I don't want to put that directly. Understand where it came from. It came from that place of you, as you were explaining, subtly saying, if a man cheats, or if a man want another woman, are you woman enough to accept that? Because most men,
But
when
and
they
then I
talk to
also
women
said,
and
or
they
either
dealing
walk
with a
away from
woman,
it.
and if she do something wrong, and if she get wrong, the whole conversation, just the tone of the conversation switched when it went from man to woman. And that's where I flipped out at, because I'm listening to you talk. You know I'm listening. You know I'm
Yeah,
listening very
yeah.
carefully.
And I said, or do you
I'm
have,
listening to
or
you.
you are, or are
I'm
you strong
listening
enough
to
to
the
walk away?
distinction.
What just happened?
I didn't hear you say strong enough to walk away. I heard you say, "Are you woman enough to accept it?" I didn't hear strong enough to
Right,
walk away.
right,
I heard,
right.
"Are
I
you
was
woman
like,
enough to
I've been
accept it?"
saying,
Or
I've
if
been
you are a man,
reiterating it. I've been reiterating it. Like if you have that choice to be able to accept a person for whatever they do and not give them that judgment, or you have the strength enough to walk away from it if it don't suit you. That's why I asked you when
but
you were talking.
the conversation was never about
Yeah,
that was never the issue. The issue
but
was
then that's
never
why I asked
whether or
you if
not
a
you were
man is
comfortable
not
with
living up
somebody
to
that's
your
in a
standards.
polygamous relationship. That's where it started.
Right. I was talking about polygamy, but then you went the other way. What I was trying to tell you is if a man lies to you and he's not living up to what he agreed on as far as the exclusivity or whatever you want to call that word, but if he's not living up to that, then you have the right to walk the fuck away. And that's what I was saying. Like I was trying to get it across to everybody. It wasn't what I was
Absolutely,
Yeah,
thinking
you're right to
I
self-conscious.
got
walk
what you were
away, but
saying. It's okay. You got it. You got it. Everybody, we got you. We got you, Mr. Witt.
Yeah, you
We
feel
got
me?
you.
I ain't putting no woman on the chopping block.
yeah,
I'm saying
you're right.
shit.
You're
If
right.
love
My
heartache
issue
doesn't
was not
have a
with
gender
like you had the right to
specification.
walk away. It was the voice of her.
Right, but heartache doesn't has have a gender specification.
My
It
issue
don't
was just
because
a
it's like
choice.
a bullet.
My issue
A
was
bullet
what you
don't
were
have a
saying. My
name.
issue was just a choice of words.
That's true.
You feel me? It doesn't
A bullet
matter.
don't
Like I
have a name, but
also said,
exclusivity does. If you tell me,
right, but
it
like
does. It
yeah.
matters. If you
Listen,
tell me you're gonna be exclusive to me,
listen. What I was saying, it doesn't
I have the
matter.
right to walk away.
I've seen
But
the
also
women
know this
that I
though.
wasn't trying to have sex with or
This
trying to be with. I've seen these women cry. I've
this
seen
was
these
a
women
topic
not even
too.
want to go. They didn't
This
want to
was
go
a good
on.
topic, y'all. I feel like sometimes people don't know how to get what they want to say across. Like sometimes you misuse words to get your point across. And I was talking to a person like me and my ex used to argue so much because I'm good with getting my words out and I'm quick with it and I can get out and express how I feel, but he could never find the right words and he would get so angry because he's the type of person that has to think. Like he will react before he think, and then 2 days later he'll find the right words, and I'm like, well, why the fuck you didn't say that then? Well, I didn't know. I was trying to find. So I can understand. I can really sympathize, or I can understand what Mr. Witt is saying and how he's like, look, I might have said this, but what I
God
meant
damn.
was this, and I'm sorry that I said that, but I'm trying to say this, and I see that, and I hear that because I'm like, okay, he keeps saying no, what I meant to say, and I know I said that, but so just always remember, we sometimes don't know the correct words to say, but and it's coming from a good place. So always know that before but and I'm not just speaking to you or anyone specifically. I'm just speaking generally.
I
Yeah, because I
always
know I speak from the heart, and I know that us black people, we be so quick. Some people are quick on their feet, some people are not. And it frustrates people for people who don't think quickly on their feet. They're like, oh, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to say that. And then I also wanted to say to everybody that's on here, I really, really appreciate this. This was wonderful. I'm about to go because I have a 1 year old and my little baby keeps popping up like, mommy, I want you. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. I send everyone good blessings. God bless y'all, and I appreciate this conversation, this knowledge, this good old fruitful brains, and it was great. I loved it. Fruitful
Facts.
Hell
knowledge,
yeah.
and I loved it. I hopefully I will be getting invited back. I don't know. We'll put it out there. Thank Talk TV Live. I really appreciate extending your arm to me and letting me come on your platform and let me have a voice. I thank you, Pretty Nerd. Thank you for allowing me to be your sister on this table and eat with you on this good knowledge. Thank you, Mr. Witt, for allowing me to have a voice and letting me talk first and being a gentleman to let us ladies go first. Thank you, Misconception, for just being who you are and being the mediator and the understander and being who you are. So I appreciate each and every one of
Facts.
y'all. I really appreciate that, and I can't wait for the next talk table. Okay, y'all. But I love y'all.
That's right.
Man,
Okay.
bring
Love you
your
too.
chocolate
Thank
ass
you.
back. That's what you do.
Every Saturday, every
Girl, I will
Saturday,
be there, boo. I got you, sis. I got you, queen.
We always got great topics,
every
man. We got
Saturday,
top
baby.
five.
Talk
Look, we
TV
got
live.
top
Share
five
it out.
Thursday.
Share it
We
out.
got,
Oh, I will be there Thursday and Saturday. Lock me in forever. I'm gonna be on this show like, hey, clocking in, y'all.
hey man, spread the word. Let everybody you know
Make
that
sure you
this is
share it
what
out.
it be.
Oh yeah,
Let
of
everybody
course.
know
I've
we
been
get
telling
the best
everybody.
content.
I've been telling everybody. Thank
Let
you.
Well, it's
them know
cracking
the
now.
best content is found on Talk TV Live.
Yeah.
It's been a
Hey
great
fella.
time.
Hey fella.
I be understanding Mr. Witt. He know I like to challenge him. He got to be careful with his words when he talking to me because I go right off of what you say.
And we gonna
So
come to an understanding,
I
goddamn
just
it,
be
because
challenging him because
I
that's part
wasn't
of my calling.
right. I ain't saying that you know what I'm gonna say. Sometimes it's the passion in which people speak, man. And as long as we can communicate and we can come to a common ground in the end, I truly believe that. So it ain't no deal, man. I'm prepared for your ass. I got my tennis racket. You just keep on throwing the ball, nigga. We can go and get our people.
It's always strong love. You already know. Iron sharpens irons. You need that whetstone to sharpen that sword. You know what I'm saying?
You feel
So
me?
when you accustomed to speaking a certain type of way, you need somebody to come and check you and let you know, hey, that might not always go over a certain type of way.
Hold on now.
Hey, somebody might not
Hold on. Hold on now. We correct each other. Bitches get checked. So me and you, we gonna correct each other. You feel me? That's how we
Right,
gonna do it. We gonna
let's say
correct
that.
each other.
Correct. Let's say that. You right.
Yeah, yeah. I fucks
You
with you,
right.
my
We
nigga.
correct each other. We
Yeah, yeah,
correct each
yeah.
other. So yeah, absolutely. If I say something that I don't feel like,
Now this nigga
or
come
that
back
you don't
in
feel
with the
like it's
bell.
correct, and you
That was
come and you correct me, and I'm wrong, then I tell you, absolutely, you right. I believe that you right. I meant it another way.
Oh,
So
y'all know, you a sister with so
a
much
lot of
respect,
times
and
when I'm
man, I fucks with
challenging,
you. I
I know
fucks with
you know, but I'm just letting the audience know. A lot of times when I'm challenging Mr. Witt, it's just to sharpen that sword. We especially on this panel have to be extremely careful with the way we speak, and the
you. Man,
more
well,
we
help
correct
me.
each other,
Listen,
and the more
you gonna
that
help
we
me
assert
sharpen my sword.
that
Turn me
knowledge on
into
each other,
Bushido Brown.
the better that we get.
You heard me?
Goddamn right, you gonna have a not what he say? What she say on Kill Bill? This is a Hattori Hanzo sword.
You feel me? I want to be
You need
Bushido
that
Brown
Hattori
on these hoes.
Hanzo.
I want to tell these motherfuckers they come straight out of a
You
comic
can be
book.
Bushido Brown, and I'm gonna be Hattori Hanzo. That's
Hey,
all I'm
fella.
saying. I'm coming with
yeah.
Hey,
a
before I get up out of
so
here,
a lot
man,
of times when
I
I'm
want to tell you
challenging you,
something.
just to see it's just to see where we all stand on our on that common ground that we have.
Dig it. Hey, fella, I want to tell you something. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, man. This is a sincere thought out to you, bro. I look at you as my bro. You hear me? When you went through whatever you went through on certain pain sides, I was there. I was there on happy sides, man. So this comes straight from the heart, man. I ain't gonna say happy birthday. I'm gonna say happy birthright. You understand? I keep pushing. I enjoyed it. Whatever you know what I'm saying, thought in your mind to make you come up with this concept, man. I fucks with it hard, bro. And happy birthday, man. That's my brother. To everybody listening.
fuck with him, you got a problem.
I
My
appreciate
nigga.
it. I
Mob.
appreciate it, bro. Mob.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and
have a
I'm
good
gonna
Alright,
one,
say
so
man.
this. I'm
Be
gonna say
safe.
this because I've been doing it ever since he was in what, second, third grade.
Yep.
yeah, I fucks with that,
How
but
long I done know you felt about second?
Yep.
yeah, but
I
you
just
know,
wanted to say happy birthday in the ghetto way because
hey,
we came up
nigga, the
with
low end raised me,
that Everhart
75th made me.
low
Bro,
end, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Papa coached you. You know what I'm
come on.
saying? So I gotta say happy birthday. Hey.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Let me give it to you old school. What was it? Sears and Buns?
Shout out to T.Y. Yeah. Tommy and that's it, yeah.
Happy birthday, Bun!
I appreciate it, man. Everybody enjoy their night
Okay,
if you
hold on.
watching.
Let me turn this camera off.
That's right.
If you either watch it now or on the replay, don't forget to smash the like button, share, subscribe, and follow the page. If you watching on
A
Facebook,
goddamn minute.
Misconception, man. What's going on, man? We're gonna have you back next week.
That's right. You already know, my guy. Be safe out there, man. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, my G.
You too,
All
man.
right, pretty Mary. You have a nice night.
Don't forget, Talk TV
Thank you
Live.
for having me.
Thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
joining us, Misconception.
You already know. Y'all take it easy.
Hey, Talk TV Live. Like, subscribe,
Yeah.
go in, baby.
I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in a moment, baby. Who knew that devil be gorgeous, baby? Can't show no love to the heartless, baby. I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in a moment, baby. Who knew shit would be this crazy? I wanna pray, but he won't save me. I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in a moment, baby. Who knew that devil be gorgeous, baby? Can't show no love to the heartless, baby. I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in a moment, baby. Who knew shit would be this crazy? I wanna pray, but he won't save me from the low end, baby. Lights so hot, we can hear the sound. We so used to someone dying. Funerals got people lying. Where you when people whining? Tears dry, what you crying? I hear you scream inside. I got demons and they smiling. Yeah, I know, but I can't go. Where were you when people left me all alone? I can trust a nigga or a bitch at all. Man, you should've known. Yeah, you should've known that I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in the moment, baby. Who knew that devil be gorgeous, baby? Can't show no love to the heartless, baby. I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in the moment, baby. Who knew shit would be this crazy? I wanna pray, but he won't save me. I'm alone, baby. One shot, you be gone in the moment, baby. Who